Hello. Happy Wednesday. Oh, really quick before we start, make sure to check out the daily dib. It always goes in 15 or 20 minutes. So if you are forgetting about that, go check that out. What was it called again? Nouveau
Deco Garden.
Deco Garden. Deco Garden. It's a triple earring and triple earring, bracelet, and necklace. So, and then you just have to add your binding. So that's a really good deal. Do you know the price on that? It's usually either $29.
$29, I believe. I can check the live shop.
$29. Sometimes we do $25. It's usually $25 or $29.
Yeah,
and
$29.
Super high value. So, yes, $29. Super excited for today. We have a ton of jewelry actually, and I didn't design any of it. Crazy. But I love all of it. So we've got some bracelets and that's a bracelet set, right? Together?
Yes. A bracelet set, a cuff set, this set right here, which is necklace, earrings.
Double necklace and earrings. Nice.
This one, which is kind of the one that I'm wearing, actually.
Maybe we
So
can
this one is one necklace, or it can be bracelet, necklace, earrings, or whatever. Like, you can do a lot with this, but right now it's just necklace, earrings as is shown.
Super cool.
And we do have like a super, super exciting announcement about some changes.
Yes.
That you guys can look forward to. So on Fridays, normally we're used to the same setup, right? I don't know if we'll start it this Friday out there because I don't think that we'll have it ready in time. But pretty soon we're going to be having Fridays in our garage studio space. And it's going to be a little bit different because it's not going to be jewelry focused at all. So this Friday, we're going to do the terracotta pots. And we'll be showing you guys how to paint the terracotta pots.
Yep.
So it will be very, very paint focused. Every single time on Fridays. We'll still use the paints on Wednesdays for jewelry focused with the paint. But we're going to be transitioning for Fridays to be just how you can use our paints in general with just like everything, not just jewelry.
Yes, millions and millions of amazing paint projects.
Yes.
And we are working on a regular supply sale schedule for the warehouse.
Oh, yes, we are.
So more like supply focused, not kit focused, so that everybody can stock up. So
and
lots
we're
of
planning
exciting
on
things.
doing those like every 2 weeks. I don't think we've completely determined
Or
the day.
twice a month, I think, is what it's going to be.
Yep, twice a month.
So, yeah, that's going to be amazing. So you can look out for more warehouse type of sales, which will be really amazing.
Yes.
So fun things coming down the pipe and lots of excitement and newness for all of us. So we've got comments rolling through. Hello, everybody. Oh, everyone saying they're getting their dibs. Peggy got it, and who was that other one? Said, Carrie said she saw Deco on the dib title and it was immediately hers. You're in the right place then, because we love Deco too.
Yeah, this one had some really unusual bezels in it that we don't usually sell. And we only had enough to make just this.
Super cool.
I think there were only maybe 8 available to begin with. So they are going there's one left.
Oh my gosh.
Is that
Only
the Deco
one.
Garden
One Deco
daily dib?
Garden
Yeah.
left.
They're
So
usually sold out within 20 minutes now.
And now it's like 5 today almost.
Well, it's because they are even cheaper than what we normally sell in the lives.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Super
just
duper
that's
cheap.
why it's called. You got to get dibs on it. Get dibs.
yes, ma'am. Yeah. So Friday's gonna be very cool, but we will still be doing jewelry.
So if you guys have any plant pot, oh my gosh, I can't speak. Plant pots at your house that are terracotta, or if you pick them up, you can paint along right with us if you have the paints.
True.
And it's like we're using a lot of the same ones as the Raku, right?
Yep.
So if you have that kit,
Raku set with a few additions. So yeah, that's gonna be
It'll be super fun, and I think you'll see more of the team on those days.
Do you want to just say
Not
the
just,
colors
like,
of
one
the
of us.
Raku kit?
Well, yeah. So Raku is usually
for the pot? Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't use stains,
No,
right?
use paints.
correct paints. So
When you're using it on
rust,
pottery.
fire opal, lapis,
White gold.
white gold, and
Antique
antique copper.
But
But
you're
I
adding
added a ton of hematite. Because in Raku, and since we're covering a terracotta pot, we're using a ton of hematite because Raku
Yes.
has a ton of that gray tone, which we have to replace since it's not coming from our metal. So hematite is going to be huge, and
Iridescent pink. Or violet.
yes, and I added.
Garnet. Didn't you add a little garnet for the plum?
I'll just have to look at the list.
Yeah. Anyway,
But those are the
around there,
basics.
that's
There's
what-
one
Just pull out your
other.
paints.
One other add-in. This is why you just need to get the master set, so you can just have everything.
Peggy's asking, Mac, will we be seeing you on Fridays?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
I'm the one that
And
did
you might
the.
see more of Sawyer too.
Studio time.
Yes, it
It's
will be
actually a
very
big studio
studio-y.
shot. It's not
And it's
in
not
here.
gonna be so like tight like this. It's gonna be like whoosh.
Although it will be
Space.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow it will be, but
So this
going
is
forward.
this is a subtle version of. Let's see if we can get it to focus though.
You're in the gray. There you go. Oh, there. One more.
wait.
Twist a little more.
there we go. There we go.
This part right here is super flashy. There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
Because the camera tends to.
So this is the little mini version, and this is kind of the subtle version. I'll be making it more. Your hand position is so funny.
I know.
Golden
I'm just blocking
stripey.
us from being focused.
Well, here,
So.
Mackie, let's do this. Let's just show them.
But I want to tell you that I'm gonna go really super bold with
show 'em
the.
what you did from
I wanna-
that to that.
I'm gonna go super bold. So this is the base, and then I'm going to go even brighter. You know how Rakus get those huge bright pink and
Fire.
amazing crusty areas, which I started on this, but
This is what we
this is how it started.
with. Yeah.
And then it shrunk. No, just
No.
kidding.
So
So I would say it's probably will be like led project by project. We're still figuring it out, but I love Arlene's comment. She's like, check out for a few weeks and bam, everything changes.
Yeah.
That is us
We
to
are
a T,
fast
for
paced
sure.
here.
you don't even have to check out for a few weeks for that to
Could
happen.
be
It's
just
once.
could be just not even.
Hey, you know
Check
what's
out.
really cool is that everybody's been working on building the paint studio, so it'll be a full live studio shot, full length. You
But
guys
not
will be
not
wearing-
Friday.
Not this
Right.
Friday, but
Next
every
Friday, though.
Friday from now on.
I'm excited to do big things because
Projects.
we do. Personally, I do this at home. Like I make things on bigger surfaces, so
Yeah.
it's
So
gonna be fun
yours-
to be able to show that.
So you're gonna get a permed Bob Ross afro, and he's doing that as sacrificial lamb.
Wait,
Sawyer
but-
and perm
But
just
Mackie
doesn't
has
seem
all
like
the
it.
the Bob Ross moments though, right?
True.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll
So
get
you
a
guys will have
perm.
to fight over it.
Anyway, it's really exciting.
Super fun. Yeah, it's gonna be a party for
Stock up on
sure.
something
Thanks.
if you want.
It'll be like
then-
a lot of us all hanging out, talking together too, kind of a little bit more like interaction and fun show type of vibe. So, what else do we need to cover?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Logan's class.
Oh, Lo,
Do you
come
wanna
tell
show 'em what you're
everyone.
gonna do real quick?
Sure.
Oh, Deborah said that she just bought a clay pot this morning.
What? Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect timing.
Go around that way behind them.
Okay. I won't give him a really good look because there has to be some anticipation. But
Yeah, he's still working on it.
I'm gonna be making these wooden rings. So,
They're bench rings, wood bench rings.
so we're just gonna be like making them by hand. This is kind of like up my alley. I kind of came up with this one because I was like, I kind of want a wood ring.
And I love that you
So-
gave me one. Thank
Yep.
you.
And then that one's for my mom. And then I don't know who I'm gonna make the one for tomorrow.
Me.
Cassie.
Cassie.
Oh,
Or your sister.
Yeah.
way more important than the love of his
Should we
life.
vote?
Yeah. Peggy says hi, Logie.
Hi, Peggy.
Hi, Peggy.
Peggy's got my nicknames for my kids down.
Yep. Oh, shoot.
What do you call Sawyer? Mac?
Me, soy.
Just Soy.
Okay. Should we switch our screen over so we can show some of this up close? Love your bracelet, Sains.
Well, your mom helped pick out the beads and parts. I just put it together.
You did a great job though.
Very nice.
Wait, you did all the work. What are you talking about? I just gave you beads. So what? That's the easy part. The rest is magic.
So this is the bracelet set, which we could just run through with the Carter items,
Which,
right?
guys,
Wow.
this is a major deal. I'll just get this pulled up for
Yeah.
you.
Well, talk about the
We're gonna
naturally striped
Yes,
pearls.
these are naturally striped pearls. They're super rare and vintage.
What?
So
Yeah.
this is just like natural. This is not like added or anything.
They get it like
Get
that,
real. Those are amazing.
aren't they?
And $29 for 2 bracelets with that vintage find in there. And then all these awesome little
Tracy
stuffies.
Alden probably knows exactly
Love.
what pearl they are. I couldn't find it.
Where are our gemstone girls
They were so
here?
rare, so beautiful though.
So,
And
And
did you see
vintage.
the quartz, pink quartz, and the amethyst?
I love them together.
I know. I wanted to stack them.
Love
Cindy
it.
says,
Look
"Love
at that
the jewelry
stack.
today."
Yeah, it's really good.
Good.
Maybe I should design jewelry less. Just kidding.
Oh, you didn't design it all today. This
No.
week.
No.
Yeah, you were kind of burnt out. She doubled what we all did.
And she was
Oh,
organizing
that's
for
how
our
she, like,
new
was
lives.
Rock star for the trunk show jewelry.
Yeah, and she
Yeah,
started
true.
working
She
on
went ham.
the studio,
did.
on the new paint studio.
Yeah, the past 2 days I've been organizing out there in the garage. So
But you also like that, don't you? Like the
I do like
cleaning
to
and-
clean and organize.
burn.
Becky,
Goodness.
those earrings you're wearing, that from that set, from the paint collection set, they're stunning.
They look
And
great on
Ainsley,
her.
They
Your
look really good on her.
cuff
Oh,
pair.
thank you.
Oh my gosh,
That's
well,
what
before
she's.
you guys
I'll
take
give you a
them
code for
off,
that in a sec.
Do a close up on
I'll do that right now.
them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or do you want to switch the view over for her?
Okay.
So she can do the.
Big view. Do big view.
Oh, let's take Tiger Pearl off then.
Yeah. And
Cool.
and then Mackie is gonna. That's what we're doing today. Is we're showing you the technique because you're gonna get them solid brass, and then she's gonna show you the technique. And then Ainsley's is
That's cool. It kind of looks
that's
like
really
the moon.
unique.
Those might be 10K.
Yeah, that's why we named it what we did.
Well,
Enchanted Moonlight.
well.
Oh, cool.
Can
Yeah.
we just talk about the feather? Is Miriam Haskell Russian gold
Russian
plating?
gold.
That's a vintage from Miriam Haskell old stock, and then your cuff up there is natural brass and sterling silver plated because you wrapped
Yes.
filigree over that.
So Enchanted Moonlight is a double cuff at $24, which
Yes.
means it's $12 each.
I know.
And then you want to go back to mine so I can put the sunken treasure so this will be I'll move over here out of the way of the camera. Necklace, earrings,
You can hold up some of these because it'll be good to see them.
and
There's way more too.
Here, Angel, you can hold up some of these.
Oh,
so
where's the
there's
key?
2 pendants, 3 pendants, a full complete necklace, and 2 pairs of earrings for $44 for
Plus,
the
I think we were almost half sold out before we even started this morning.
Mackie,
So,
can you hold
Of
those
that,
earrings
okay.
up
these
against
are-
you?
Yeah.
this one. This would be a great layering pair if you guys have double ears.
This was a super popular collection.
I feel like this would look really cute with like the East Coast style. Like you know that they wear like to like
Yes.
people wear on the beach, like Manhattan type of
Yeah.
to the Cove or
Just
whatever,
bring
Cape
in
Cod
that
type
Metro
of feel.
Beach.
Yeah, I think it would pair well with like the
You
cute
could
like
wear those,
striped
both of
shirts
those earrings
and
together.
all of that
Can you
type
hold
of
up that
stuff.
pendant?
Khakis.
This one.
Yes, just hold it up to your necklace.
Oh.
Yeah.
Love it.
And then also, can you hold up the other
Mermaid?
mother of pearl mermaid? That's a mermaid key. Yes, there we go. All right.
Super
I think
gorge.
that's a good look. I think that's a good view.
Yep, of that. we can switch back to this, and then I'll go to, and I just wanted to quick go through what we have for sale, and then we'll jump into the painting. So I think that's a fun way to do it, is quick sell up front.
Who should
and
I
then
focus on? Who's describing? Okay, so Mackie.
Okay. So, but you designed this, right, Mom? Do you want to explain
Yes,
it?
I
I
love
love
that
the
one.
balance that you've created with that. And it's a full, so it's all of these, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So exciting about it. Do you want me to come around?
Triple set, triple
Ainsley,
threat
why don't I
set.
pop in with just for this one, and then I'll pop off.
Double necklace. Double necklace and a really gorgeous pair of earrings set.
Okay, so this, I was really passionate about this one. I put in, so you, if you can see, these are your mid-century stones. So these two are vintage there. And then this is a Stanley Hagler old stock carnelian top drill stone that you don't have to do anything to, because that comes with the long stem, so you can do any wrapping that you want on there to make this little wrap loop. That's the only thing I did, was make a wrap loop there, but that is already in it.
So that's
And long and straight.
Part of the piece, the
That is
metal
part of the
coming
piece,
out of
yes.
it is
This is
embedded in
Swarovski.
there.
I wanted to get some of that lucite flash of that really Aurora fuchsia pink in there. And then I added some, excuse me, I added some natural vintage garnet chips, which I really loved. So there's
Did you already explain what this was, Mom?
I did.
Okay.
So garnet carnelian.
Wow.
I know. And then we rarely, do we even have the lockets on
No.
in the shop? Yeah.
We've not done a
Yeah.
locket.
No.
So first time ever.
In the archives only.
Oh,
that one would
Peggy's
look
so
amazing
nice.
painted.
Peggy said, Wendy looks so pretty today.
What? I didn't wash my hair today.
Yeah, she had to get it before you could say
Mom's
that you
gonna
thought
say-
you weren't.
It was my second day.
But
so
she loves you, but you're delusional.
So I just used tapioca flour instead of dry shampoo, because I hate dry shampoo. And I love tapioca flour, but it makes your hair fluffy, and then you don't.
I love how it makes my hair feel, but I hate the squeaky.
That's because you don't like that. That's like a thing for you.
Ooh, the squeaky fingers.
So I'm gonna just quickly hold this up, and Peggy, I love you. All right.
Yeah, we're happy to help you with that, Arlene. We're just trying to understand
Ooh,
what
I
you're.
love that with black. Do you want to
you?
put her full screen? So we can see
Yeah.
that? Let me zoom in.
Wait, I gotta lower my
Gorge.
high arms. Okay, so yeah. Oh, and I've got to fix my.
That carnelian really.
Whoa,
pops.
that's so close. Allie bought me something for my neck.
Really?
Super exciting. I don't know. It's a cream. So
Love creams.
I won't do it.
Gotta love those creams.
Yeah. I won't buy it. So she's like, you're always
Expensive.
talking about your neck. I'm gonna buy you a neck cream.
Expensive
So I
creams
got
and
it.
lotions. Or whatever he says on Nacho Libre.
I know. So that's that perspective. You can wear it longer like this, which I would love, and then Mackie would wear it up higher, right? Like up here.
I would, yeah.
Yeah, always
by-
a choker.
up there.
Yeah.
But I love, don't you guys love this flash of that fuchsia, magenta, heliotrope Rivoli right here of the Swarovski? I love that.
Oh, that's amazing, Deborah. You should pull them out and we can work on it together today when we start painting, which will be very soon.
But these were the big surprise. These ended up being so gorgeous.
Maybe hold them
and-
under screen, unless you want to model still.
No, I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. So I absolutely loved the way these all came together. And these stones, they're just magical.
I love those.
I know.
And
Those
Arlene,
vintage
you
stones.
can send us pictures of your thing and we can help you figure out how to wrap it.
And I'll just show you the length of this. This is really long. It's really like a long, see? It's great.
Probably on
and gorgeous.
DIY with Vintage would be a good place
Oh,
to
yeah.
do that. Like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're having trouble with and
Okay,
having design
Ainsley,
questions,
you ready, sweetie?
that's
You'll
a
get
great
lots
format.
of good input on those, on that site page.
Oh, I love that together. Did you describe that one yet?
Which
Oh, let's go to
This?
change
Yeah.
that.
Not yet. We kind of talked about it slightly.
I
Yeah, you
can't
could probably
wait
just go
to
to
tell you
Ainsley's
all.
view.
Have them.
Yep. You want to switch,
all about
move
it.
that over to Ainsley, Mom, so she can be the main screen.
Yes, I can.
And Ainsley is wearing this honker.
Yep. And also we included a clasp on this, so
That would actually also be an amazing window
that's
charm.
exactly what that's why we included the clasp. So if you don't want to wear it as a necklace,
Sun catcher.
sun catcher in your window.
Sun catcher, and Mo is every single day at
Took the other
5:30.
way. There you go.
We sprint up to my room because rainbows always happen because there must be some mirror or something by the window, and so there's prisms all over the room. And this would totally do that because that's colorful and see-through glass, and then all of these would create colors too.
And we are almost out of this moon. I'm gonna cry when we
Yeah.
are. So I know we've put them in some kits and some design mixes, but we're almost out.
And that comes
Super
with
sad.
earrings too. What's the
Well,
earring?
this is yes.
Just this.
Just these
Simple.
plain ones, but we also feel that you could make this into very easily a necklace, earrings, bracelet
Right down here.
set because this hoop here is actually
A 10K bracelet.
a 10 karat gold bracelet. So,
Plated.
yeah, plated.
But I love the idea of that because you can do earrings. So this right here can be incorporated into the earrings that Mackie's holding up.
These two.
If you don't want to do
Yes.
anything, you want to leave it just as it is, you
This
can
can
use
be a
these as
necklace.
earrings.
This could be the necklace.
Yeah.
Or you could put these together.
Yes. This is the most
I want to buy
convertible,
this as
gorgeous-
a wind or a sun catcher for my window.
But yeah, I wanted to give you guys something that could be not just a necklace, but also could be something
And
that you
look how
put in your house.
gorgeous the chain part
Yep,
of it is.
this chain comes with
The
it.
chain is completely finished, guys, and that chain is 10K gold.
Am I allowed to
Plated,
buy one
too.
before it sells out?
Well, I'm
Since
pretty
it's already employee discounted.
I'll take it out of your paycheck.
Friends and family employee.
I love that one, Ainsley. That is
I want
like
it.
so much prettier than the picture. I tried to capture.
Well,
what
you
it looked
can't
like in the
fully get
picture,
the
it's just
dimension,
one part,
but it still was a good picture.
Oh, did you tell everybody about the?
Oh, let's
Oh
pick
yeah,
this
we
up.
still
Necklace
have
you're wearing?
this flower goddess necklace.
I
well,
just
which
we
is
made
super versatile.
just put it on.
100 of them.
Yeah,
We made
we
so
made
many.
a ton.
So we're gonna feature those every so often because we had enough, and that was a private label.
And this is
all
super good
hands
for
on by
layering.
us.
Can you make me one to wear for
All
myself?
sterling silver plated. We almost want to say rolled because it's so many mils, but that one I always like to show featured. Did you want to run through these real quick, Mackie, before you guys describe or before you start painting? Why don't you run through those real quick, especially the rose gold?
As long
'cause we
as no
have
one's
not-
antsy to start painting.
Well, we have not featured the rose gold findings yet. I added a post. I just haven't featured it on a live yet, and they're incredible.
That would be a really cute housewarming
Yeah,
gift,
I saw
Giselle.
that was a super good idea.
Okay, so which one you want to go through first? The
Rose
findings?
gold.
Rose gold findings.
Switch your
Okay.
view.
Whoa,
You can
very
take-
nice.
You can actually take that. I'm gonna give you a couple just so they can.
Oh, there's instructions on the back.
Bag this way.
Taya's packaging.
That's so funny. But yeah, since we are rolling out our rose gold, we are giving you guys a good deal since we can't produce it anymore.
I just want them to see
Get it while you can.
this gorgeous. Here, just even show those earrings just to show how pretty they are. Oh, and then I'll give you a couple of the other things.
I love our rose gold so much.
Those will be in there. And these two will be in there. Right here. And then there's a bunch of eye pins, head pins.
Some large jump rings, some etched jump rings.
There's a lot of those. There's 170 pieces in this, or more, because I stopped counting because I'm like, this is ridiculous. Jean went crazy on it. Okay.
Does this end up being 70% off of retail or
No, more like 90.
$8.90?
It's super, because rose gold, we can't even retail anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, we just can't sell it. So it's like cost prohibitive. And there's tons of these. There's way more than what Ainsley's showing.
Yeah, there's a lot more, but she just wanted to give you guys a good idea of
That's a good view.
the jumbles of what's in here, because
And
you
it-
can't exactly tell in the baggie.
It will look like this though if you want to hold.
Yep.
It'll be organized.
It'll
Oh
be
my gosh,
organized
we
like
have
this.
natural brass too. Let's pop that onto screen.
Natural brass, which
Natural brass findings
Yeah.
for $20.
This is the
Let's
that's
trade
the
out
mix.
names.
Here, you can hold this.
Okay.
Thank you.
So natural brass findings. 200 plus pieces. This is cheaper because it's a random grab, but they're always amazing. So get a few so you can get what you need
Yeah,
and
the
want.
rose golds are all packaged
Yeah,
individually.
rose gold's all super organized and packaged up, but this is great. Whenever I'm designing, like for the trunk show, I just put a few of these out in a bowl, and I didn't even have to get up once to go get my trays to design or anything. So that's pretty huge. All right, let's move to the
End of spool
yeah,
variety.
we'll do end of spool. So tons of chain, and most of these are at the very least bracelet length, but for the most part long enough for necklaces. So
And you
Really good
always
sampling
put
of
drippy,
colors.
droppy things and dangly things. Like
For
look
sure.
at Ainsley's cuff. They have what?
Yeah, I'm
what are those
using-
like 3-inch sections?
They're tiny, not even 3 inches.
You know how many cuffs you could make out of
They're
these chain
perfect for
packs?
earrings.
You guys just think about it. You
Like-
can make. I can't wait for you to show them how you made your own cuff with the filigree.
I don't know if I have the natural brass chain one on here.
I might not be on there anymore.
Yeah.
Jean can add it.
All
Do you
right.
want to add the natural brass 2-ounce variety pack?
Yeah.
Real quickly.
Jean?
Yes, I can do that.
Natural brass chain variety 2 ounce. We'll get you the code for that here in a sec. But we can start getting ready for paint while Jean does that.
And I'm
Ooh, heavy.
putting nail polish on moon jelly.
Super crazy.
It's chain cuts?
Natural
Yeah,
brass chain
natural
variety.
brass
Okay,
chain.
3
2
ounces. Okay.
2 ounces.
2 ounces.
No, I think it's. What does it say there, Jean?
3.
3.
Oh, okay. Well, it's more than what's in that bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably have lost some from time to time. All right.
We could probably do this way. Since
Yeah, that
it's
would
kind of
make
the
more
same
sense.
shape as the
That
phone.
should be in there.
Can you help move this display stuff,
I
Mom?
sure can.
Just I don't
Just
want to knock
scooch it over
the. I
this
don't
way.
want to knock the camera off. So.
Scooch it over this way, and then are you keeping that? Or are you done with that?
We're done with it for now.
All right.
I'm gonna pour this out for you guys.
What was the number from the rose gold?
This
Carter
I'm not
number?
supposed to see the camera.
Mickey, what's the Carter number on the rose gold?
106 for the rose gold.
Excellent.
This is the natural brass chain cuts. See, that one's great necklace length. And that's just one of like 50.
Oh, I'll give her the link.
Nice. This is great too. Another
Did you
choker
update
length,
that
but then
so
when you
yours is
add
like-
beads,
I did.
normal necklace length.
Pardon me.
I can't
Found
stop
it?
staring at your cuff, Ainsley.
Oh, just have to switch it out really quick so it'll reload it.
Mm-hmm.
That Russian gold flash is out of control. I can't believe how close we got though, Jean. Can you? To the plating of Russian gold.
I was just thinking the same thing when
Yeah.
I was looking at her,
Yeah,
it's seamless.
it's so warm and
It matches exactly.
I know, it's incredible. So if you guys want to use any of your Russian gold findings, use our gold findings. Isn't that perfect?
We could probably do, for Ellen, I linked to the retail website, for the resin that you're looking for. We could probably do a big bulk pack
Of resin?
of resin on here. She was saying she needs to
Or do we
keep
wanna pop up the
refilling
paint
that
set?
and would like to get it like
Sure.
from the
Because
live
we haven't
shop,
done
but-
that yet.
Oh, do a 6-pack.
Right, like we could do a 6-pack or something like
We're
that.
gonna do a
Eventually.
6-pack, Ellen.
We'll do that eventually, and for
Next
now,
week, we'll add a 6-pack of
Yeah.
resin.
Sapphire C, we'll go
And
through
a
the colors
discount.
quickly. Okay, so for Sapphire C, we've got Moonstone, Hematite, Lapis, Blue Fluorite, Redwood, which is a stain. Then we've got Iridescent Green, Sun Bleach Stain, Day Glow Blue Stain, and Turquoise Paint. So if you have our master set, you can follow along with us. Otherwise, pick this up and you can rewatch. We'll put the periodically put the paint set up as well. So let's get to it. I'm gonna take my jewelry off. We just poured this out on the side. Do you mind if I steal that for some of the, yeah. Okay. And Mom, if you want to, you can add some of the pieces up to this corner
Sure.
while I get going. I'll put the earrings up.
I'm gonna do it kind of like sideways so the painty pieces are there. We didn't show your fairy tale book. That was very cool.
There. Yes, so everything that came, that's weird. Why
It's
does
because
that
the
happen?
table was shaking.
I was leaning on it probably.
Oh, it's not connected to the table. Weird.
Well, they're lawn mowing out there.
I think it's the light knocked into it, probably.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it was because she
I
bumped
had the
into
light.
the light. Yeah.
So this pour was from your. Is it included? The chains and findings in this are included, or?
Everything that you see there is, so it's got the chain, it has the findings, all those stinking little jump rings, and I picked, they're all kitted for you guys, so.
Okay, so not
Everything as you
not
see
just
it there.
what's not
Yeah.
just what's here, but
Right.
what's in the
That's just
main
what
picture.
we're painting on today, and that doesn't even have all the paintable pieces, it's just enough to show the techniques.
Okay. No wonder this flew out the door because it's tons of stuff.
How many are there left of that, Jean?
Yeah, so Debbie, unfortunately, we can't do that, but if you're on your phone, your mobile device, you can drag down on the screen to see the cart number. And I can show you that in a second here. If I just get into the
What does she want to do?
live. So sometimes when you're on your mobile view, you
Like if you
can't,
have an iPhone,
you can't see, it'll be blocked by your camera
so just
up
pull
there.
down on your screen.
We
and
can
you'll
say
see
it too. Mention it. What's the cart number she's? What's the cart
She
number
was
right
just,
now, Matt?
she was just saying in general. she
Cart
has a hard
102?
time seeing it.
Cart 102 is the
Is
jewelry
this-
set.
Right.
Is this Sunken Sea 7-piece, which is 7-piece finished, we should say. We haven't quite figured out how to word that correctly.
I always call it collection, jewelry collection.
Yeah, finished jewelry collection
Which
because
actually,
it's
when
like
I look at it today, it's
Everything
100
in
piece
it.
collection.
Yeah.
It's probably a better way to
That's
word
okay.
it.
Everybody can.
Can you
tell
grab me
what's in
some
there.
glue, Mom?
Yeah.
We just got a bunch of it.
I'm gonna give you a brand new one. You can do a little unveiling, but we don't sell this.
Carrie, that is Wendy's photography skills. And if you're part of the master class group, if you
I taught that last
subscribe
week.
to the
Yep.
Backstage Pass, she gives you all the tips on.
You can rewatch Mom's masterclass from this last week.
That was a fun one. And my next
Thank
master class, which is in like 4 or 5 weeks, is going to be about selling on Etsy.
Brand new Loctite. Woo! So twist it down so you can get that seal punctured.
Also, I don't know if it's because I updated the Facebook app, but it doesn't cover up the banner anymore for me like it used to.
Oh, good.
But I did reinstall the Facebook app on my iPhone. So that might be why.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause now I can see the whole thing I didn't used to be able
Oh,
to.
maybe they need to do that.
Yeah.
Reinstall the Facebook app.
Yeah, also if it's glitchy for you at all, this new version of the app seems to be more stable.
I don't know if
Whoa, that's a
push this
really
down
good.
enough.
That's a really good nugget of knowledge. How did you reinstall the Facebook app? What did you do?
You go to the App Store
Uh-huh.
and update it.
You just go in there and click update,
Yes.
and then it will install it.
Yeah, it'll
There you
install
go,
it.
ladies. If you want the newest version of Facebook on your phone, go to your app store and update it.
There, I think I finally punctured it. It's easier if you keep your cap and just, because then you can grip this and puncture the seal. Let's see if I got it. So I'm just going to, Jean on her original, there we go, there it comes. On Jean's original, she riveted, but I'm just gonna do easy version and glue. So whenever we're using glue, we want to only use, you don't have to glue this whole inside obviously because it's not gonna touch on your piece. So just glue where your pieces will touch. Inside of this shell is also amazing for painting and adding, like gluing a freshwater pearl. Really cute.
Something that I have done, that I did just recently, if you are trying to glue a hollow back thing on it, I have filled the back with resin to make it flush so that there's more touch points, so the glue can hold better. So
Oh, cool.
That's
if
a
you
good
want to
idea.
do that with this one, if you want to glue it, it does make it a little bit more easier for it to stay.
Yeah,
So-
This one has a lot of touch points, but
And I don't think
I do
would
like that.
flatten it. I love the texture.
No,
I
yeah.
love the depth.
I
Definitely.
didn't it actually, when you rivet it, it doesn't flatten it.
Good.
But it is a little bit more advanced to rivet a domed piece like that.
It is.
I'm gonna switch back just to me, just while I pull this out a tad and then zoom in, because I keep going out of focus, so.
Peggy, thank you. She said, I've never watched a disappointing masterclass.
Oh.
That means a lot because everybody works so hard on their curriculum, either mastering a new skill or sharing knowledge that we have acquired over a number of years. And before we share it with you, we always master it.
Yep. And we try really hard. We want you guys to have a great experience.
I think that should help stay in focus. Okay, so we glued that down and
Did you put pink in your hair?
no, it's just washing out weird.
I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Hate
it's
it.
super cute.
The pink Bobsy twins because of Ainsley's pink toner.
And no, Cassie has it too.
Oh yeah.
All
Oh
of
my
you
gosh.
guys have pink
Triplets.
hair.
It was purple when I first put it in, which they do that to tone out the brassy.
Did you have Allie Jr.?
Yeah, because she had
And
to
it pulled
bleach
pink.
it, and it pulled super pink. It did the
Super
first
cute.
time too,
Yeah.
but it hold even more pinky purple this time than it did the first
I
time.
feel like this is gonna hang around for a little while. Yeah.
This is very
But it's very
complimentary. I
cute.
love it.
Well, it's even lighter than it was because I washed it.
Yeah.
It'll be even lighter next time.
Okay, so we are just going to start with, and I'm gonna get, I guess I don't have to do that bottom piece since it's the same technique, that flower.
Yeah, only do one one piece
Yeah.
per technique.
Okay, so this one is all of the colors, right, Jean?
Yes, that one is, and I just layered. This one was a little bit more the most free form
Okay.
of any of them, and I just kept on layering all the different colors. So that one's a little less like important what order you put it in. But I did finish with that deep blue lapis so that you get that really sapphire
Yeah, I could tell.
blue look.
Were you trying to get like ocean crusties?
More on the her fairy tale book.
This also looks very
But
crusty.
that one does too, yeah.
Crusty is a good word for us, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's a
I
positive
was
term
like
here.
crusty jump rings.
If you don't like it, we're just encrusted.
Encrusted.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Encrusted.
Encrusted. Yeah.
I am gonna
Barnacles.
use just start with the metallics and all the neutrals and then add the colors if you guys want to follow in order. So just doing the metallics and then so moonstone hematite, then iridescent green.
Aw, Robin said there's a reason why we all come together here week after week.
Aw,
Yeah, I hate it when we don't have the lives.
can you
'cause I'm
unscrew
like,
these lids for me, Amy?
Wednesday is
Thank
my
you.
therapy day. Wednesday and Fridays
Did you
are my
shake them all, or
therapy
do you want me to
for
do
I
that
did
too?
shake them, yeah.
Okay.
It is good therapy since
sure. It's
Never
girlfriend.
mind.
It's girlfriend therapy.
Feminine energy.
Yeah. Even the men that are involved have feminine energy, which is really essential.
then I'll
'cause,
do
like,
redwood.
It's like
Logan
a
can
cooperative
have-
spirit,
Yeah.
I think.
it's like nurturing, creative. I don't think necessarily creative is feminine or masculine, but I think nurturing tends to be.
Look at these colors
I think-
together.
look
Just
at that.
these.
I'm loving what you're doing here.
This is pretty
Is it
with
just
those
dripping like
colors.
crazy?
If you want to stop there for a technique, that's gorgeous. Moonstone hematite,
Oh my gosh.
iridescent green, the what's sandstone called in the stain?
Sun
Sun bleached and redwood. So that's gorgeous right there. I need the back of a paintbrush. Got it. Let me flow that around just for a sec. And we'll keep layering, but I just wanted to see this in kind of full form. Is super gorgeous.
It does look like that kind of barnacle
Yeah, still looks
color that
oceany,
you
but
get,
like
right,
without the
with the
blues.
neutrals.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, now we'll go light to dark with the blues. So the turquoise paint. Gotta clear the tip. How about you guys? Do you guys all have super macho manly husbands, or are they in touch with their feminine side?
I think it's more less about femininity and more about EQ.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
your
it's funny because the Hallmark
emotional intelligence.
movies, my
Yeah, you're
husband
right.
watches more than I
Yeah,
do.
but you
actually.
could be you can be super masculine and still like your dad does not have like any
No,
feminine, but
no.
he's pretty emotionally
That's why I said I
intelligent.
think it's more like
Yeah.
the
But he's
EQ.
not. I'm wondering though
If
about
if they have
if your husbands
He
have
is
feminine.
Metro, because he can handle everything at the house too. Like he's an amazing.
No, that I'm
Oh,
saying
yeah,
just if you were to look at him walking down the
Oh
street,
yeah, no, there's
no feminine energy at all. But I think that Sawyer and Logan, I mean, they're obviously super manly, but they have feminine. Scott for sure. And my dad too. Like they're a little more softer guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder what you'll end up with, Ains. day glow blue stain.
She'll end up with Dago blue stain.
Yep.
Remember something, Steve is feminine. That's feminine about Steve.
What?
He doesn't have any hair on his legs.
It's true.
Yes, like that's where I get it from.
true.
Yes.
No, I have more hair on my legs than he does.
It's
though.
just
He's
because
like-
it all wears off.
So
Yeah.
funny.
Cassian's so big.
Yeah, but it took him a long time to grow a beard too.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't this just look like, as I'm putting the paints on, doesn't it feel like you're at the ocean and it's like blowing over and the waves are flowing over the shell? So fun.
I
You know, I
love that
kind of want
imagery.
to also do this technique large. At
Like
some
super
point,
big,
right?
yeah.
Like not this week, obviously, and we'll make sure the stains are paints instead. But this
Oh, that
color
was
combo you've got going
blue
right
fluorite.
here is everything.
Well, I'm to the last color, so this should change it to what yours is, and then I can add back any colors. So then the last one was blue fluorite, and now I'm going in with the lapis, which I don't know if I shook that up enough. Do it a little more.
It looks like a sphinx. You know, that's funny because, okay, so my husband does not have any tattoos, but he was like, there was one time I was considering getting one, and he was like, it would have been a sphinx. And I'm
Oh.
like, why? I'm like, thank you for not doing that.
I think it sounds cool.
I thought you liked Egypt though.
I do, but it just like, I was like, out of all the really cool things, like
I mean, it could have been cool
papyrus
though.
and like, yeah, if it was done in a cool way. for
Right,
sure.
if it was done right.
So
He
here's
had
the
those
original. I'm
super
going to
cool Mexico
add back
towels, though,
in
Right, yeah.
some of the turquoise because there are some nice bright moments in there. And Jean said she came back through with certain colors to get them.
Yeah, I just kept layering. You can see there's more like turquoise really crusted on the bottom. So to get that color, it was turquoise and the sun bleach to get
Oh, okay.
that more. And I think
That
you're
light.
right.
Hit it
I
with the
may
heat
have
gun?
hit this with the heat tool. Now that I'm looking at it closer, it just has been like over a week.
Okay, I'll
since
do
I've
it.
done so
What would you say that
And
when
then
you
iridescent green. I'm going to end with that, which might make it shinier, but I love the iridescent green, so.
would you say that when you're creating, you're just more like freeform, and then you try to remember your steps?
Right. I mean, usually it's closer to the time that I'm doing it. But
I mean, I'm
We
looking
have a trunk
pretty
show.
pretty
This is-
spot on, so.
it is. It looks
Mackie
great.
always can reverse engineer it, so I'm never worried about like her demonstrating it because like if you just have the basic idea.
I'm going to swoop this out of the pile so that it'll pull off any excess paint. Like I'm just doing like literal swirlies. See how that bubble went away as I moved it around, and I'll
Just
even
that background color, your puddle there is so pretty.
yeah. So that's all the colors mixed together. It's a really
Do you want
nice
a blending
color.
for that?
Sure.
That is my. That's a really. Oh, it's just a plain color.
When I did
Yeah.
when I did those blanks, I actually did a lot of like dipping in my puddle to get the start.
To get
Oh,
the
what? I
background.
should have used that.
Yeah.
Darn. Oh well.
Well, you could recreate it by just throwing blue fluoride out there.
That's okay. You can get the same effect by just putting all the colors on.
Okay. So
By the way,
I'm gonna
I
do a
just
little
went
more
out to the
lapis one more
workshop,
time.
and they are making great progress.
Really?
Ooh, I
Yay.
love that.
Yep.
it almost feels the same as
Did
like
you ever almost get a tattoo?
Me?
Yes. Or were you just never ever? Because I know my mom almost did, and obviously my dad almost
I
did.
don't know. I just didn't really think
You
about
didn't
it.
really care.
No, but I mean, I think some of them are incredible.
It's less prevalent, even more or less prevalent.
Oh yeah, nobody.
Oh
knew
yeah,
that.
yeah, I guess yours more the 90s when
Yeah.
that became
It was just maybe getting
oh,
really big then.
yes, because of all like the bands from then, like Smashing Pumpkins,
Or like
all of
Sublime
them.
and, you know.
Yeah,
Nirvana.
that would make sense. 90s would be more tattoos.
I'm really old, Ainsley.
No, she's not.
No, you're not. You're just,
No, you're
you
not.
just grew up in the 80s. And now that I'm thinking about it, you don't picture people in the 80s having tattoos at all.
Yeah, we really didn't, but you know, we were
that's so
huge
cool.
into like makeup and hair. That
Wendy
was
says,
everything.
I can imagine Wendy as a biker mama. Yeah.
Oh,
If you would have seen her hair in the 80s, yes, it fits.
Well, no, I had the Madonna bob.
Yeah,
I
but
went
you had like
full
the
on
big,
bob
it was
and
like
big hair.
big hair.
And then I had the, you know, everything Madonna.
Well, I'm just picturing like very like that hair plus oh my gosh, why can't I remember the movie? Sandy?
Flashdance.
Sandy?
Oh, Grease.
Grease.
Okay, I'm
like
pretty-
that,
I'm
her
really
in the very
happy.
end
Like that.
outfit.
Sandra D. Yeah, that way, yeah.
Really happy with this. Yours is a little bit more purpley bluey tone, but I
Yeah, I think that's just
Really
how
like
the lapis came out. It like
It's always
separated or
gonna
whatever.
change a little
it's
bit.
always
as
a
you go.
little bit different, but they're both gorgeous. So
Yeah, I love that.
love it.
Peggy, it's
I
just
think
because
yours better actually.
Oh, thank y'all.
Peggy,
First
it's just
technique
because
down.
Mackie lets me borrow her Harley shirt, and I wore it one day.
Yeah.
And then I always wear black, but I wear black just because it's slimming. Isn't that weird?
My whole entire closet in high school was basically 90% black and like
Slimming
which
is
is
boring.
super funny because like all my friends were like, black's my favorite color. I don't think I ever wear it, and I'm like, what? Why? But I end up doing the same thing too.
I know.
Okay.
It's just
Good
easy
for
to
me.
pair with
Yes,
everything.
it is.
Yeah.
See, I don't even. I think I own one black
You
shirt.
don't ever wear black.
I never wear black.
Mhm.
Ever.
The only time I remember you wearing black is at Jean and Steve's wedding when you were 4.
Yeah, I have. You have. I have that dress upstairs in Mo's closet.
I know.
I think you wear.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
Velvet, stretch velvet.
your
Yeah.
neutral.
It's hanging up.
I think your neutral tone though that you wear a lot is more of like the browns.
It
and
is,
the
I'm brown.
greens. Whereas
Brown
I
for sure.
never wear brown.
Green is Mackie's neutral.
Well, green I wouldn't consider.
I know, but
Neutral,
I'm saying
neutral,
she,
but
that's
black
what she
green,
her
yeah.
go-to.
If you're gonna do those pieces next, this is the color
Okay.
combination. You start
So-
with these two, and then you top it with this.
Okay.
So mix these two together, actually, on your mat.
All right. So we are going to antique these.
And kind of
Earrings.
like 50-50 mix.
Which. Okay.
To get your...
So we're gonna work on this top portion, which is the redwood and hematite, or I mean the base layer. So we're gonna just pour. You'll see how that already starts to antique right there. Is that like, I'm just lightly adding on this redwood.
You guys are probably wondering why we don't teach our own actual paint collection, and just because it's actually by design, because
It's better
it's
for it
easy-
to be
yes.
the first time for that person
Oh, you're
to do
doing
it.
this
Yeah.
a little different. I'm curious
Oh,
to
on
see
the
how
side?
it turned out. Yeah, so I just
Oh.
50-50 mixed it on the mat.
Because we want all these nuances to come forward, like, oh, cool. It's like actually ends up being more of a teaching moment when you're teaching someone on screen, if that makes sense.
I'll just blend it here on the piece.
Yeah, you can do that too. I think too, it shows that you can accomplish the same thing with,
Several different ways.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say like take your bristle brush and really blend it together so it becomes somewhat the same color.
For sure.
I'm with you, Tracy, on the changing thing. Like I couldn't get a tattoo because I'd be like a couple
Change
years
your mind.
later, and I'd be like, oh, I wish this was something else. That's why I think henna is so cool, though.
Yeah, I love henna.
It's been a while since
Actually,
we've done that. We used to do that a lot.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ashley Bonnie, who is our niece. She owns Summer Wind, and she does the wood burned beads, and she's an amazing illustrator. She's done illustration for us in the past, but she is expert at henna designs.
Yeah.
So
I used to charge people in high school to do their hennas. They would pay me good money.
I believe it. Some people, that's what they do. I've seen it really cool where they like use like red henna instead, so it looks like kind of more so like a tattoo. because it's not that earthy color.
Mm-hmm.
But they do like modern designs too, even.
So then I would just like lightly dust this with the
The iridescent?
green.
Okay.
Because otherwise it will kind of take everything over.
So I'm gonna just brush the iridescent green on, so just get a little bit on your paintbrush. And you can do that while your piece is still kind of tacky.
And then I put, for the flowers in this,
Just that in the middle.
the iridescent green, I pulled it up real thick in there.
Yeah.
So, and then just set it aside to
Cool.
dry.
Okay.
But yeah, I had the earrings done, and your mom was like, well, what do you think about like knocking down the gold? And I was like, I think I can make another alternative
Yeah,
antiquing
for sure.
with the colors that we have.
I
I
love
love the way
how
it turned out.
iridescent green pools too, because it's so nice and like not cheesy looking. Like if you get too thick of paint sometimes it looks thick and yucky, but this you can really load on a ton. So
I love that Sherry. She says jewelry is my tattoo because I can change
There you
it
go.
every day.
that's perfect. Oh, and Tracy, did you do any henna on your hair? Like, did it do anything permanent? Because my sister-in-law is a hairstylist, and she always freaks out. She's like, don't put henna on your hair, because if you ever try and color it again,
Oh,
it
yeah.
like,
It messes with
it
it,
will
right?
like come, yeah, your hair will come out like a totally different color. So I didn't know if Tracy's ever dealt with that
Oh,
herself.
That's a good question.
Yeah. But if you're only ever going to use henna to dye your hair, then obviously it's fine. But
And of course, she's here with the ancient Egyptian facts that
Mhm.
they used to use henna to dye their hair and to stain their nails as an early form of nail painting.
Do
Yeah,
we
I
know
know.
what they used for their eyeliner?
I think it was charcoal.
Actual charcoal.
I'm sure Tracy will know.
I think beeswax.
Okay, Terry said the henna messed her hair up for weeks.
Oh,
That's so
no.
funny.
I know the henna in biblical times, like they would like it'd be like a gradient on the tips of their fingers. So it'd be like you'd be like go to the knuckle of your finger and it'd be a gradient to it, and
That's
that would be
cool.
traditional for like young women to have on their hands.
That sounds like a cool thing to do.
It looks really cool.
I mean,
it does.
I mean, you kind of do that by getting your nails done, right?
I mean, kind of, I guess.
right? Different.
But it's different than like
technology.
your skin.
Okay, so now I'm going to go in. This again is all the colors. Isn't that what you said, Jean, for the book?
It is, yeah.
Yep.
I started with the metallic ones, and then finished with the blues.
So
The turquoise
metallics.
goes on the top, so I would say like go
Hematite
dark to
moonstone.
light this time.
Okay,
instead.
for the blues.
And that
Yeah.
one, she used the heat
Hematite
gun, too.
moonstone, iridescent green. Yes, I will do that. Then I'll do the neutrals, which are sun bleach stain and redwood stain. Love the
And then I
metallics
just-
and neutrals
You
together
actually
so much.
Don't have
So
to do
pretty.
those until the end.
Which
on this
part?
one. The
Blues?
the brown and tan.
Oh, okay. I just put a little on, so it should be fine.
Yeah. It's not gonna mess it up to do it, but I only did those at the very end.
Okay. I might flip this up for the reflection. I don't know if that did anything anyway. Yeah, a little. Okay. Pop these bubbles.
And she was right when she said they made a lot of progress out there.
Yeah?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
like
good.
one of the tables from that back wall
Maybe
is
we'll take
moved
everybody
already.
on a little tour after.
They'll see it when we'll do a tour when it's done.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy out there.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
it's a
yeah,
little
not
chaotic
that
still.
nice.
Yeah, no.
I
it's
thought
just
about
progress.
taking them on
Okay,
a tour
Lapis.
of progress, but it's still.
It's still too, yeah.
It's super chaotic. Lapis, blue
Hello,
fluorite.
Logan. Logan just gave me my ring.
Ooh,
It looks like
Day glow.
the Jesus is cut from the Last Crusade. The colors are the same.
Oh yeah, it does.
Because the inside's
the
gold.
Holy Grail.
Dang, Log.
Okay, bye.
So pretty.
Bye.
Where's he going?
That was the most
He
Logan
asked
statement
to
ever.
Meet at that house.
Oh, okay, nice. And light turquoise.
Cookie, the difference between the stain and the paint, like visually, is, if that's what you're asking, the stains will always have a brown label and the paints will always have a white label.
Yeah.
And they have different viscosity.
Opacity as well.
Yeah.
If you if you want something translucent, you'll want to use the stain. If you want something really opaque, you want to use the paint.
Yeah, and we did do different color names in the lines, even if the pigment matches,
Yeah.
so that we wouldn't confuse people.
Yeah.
So you can go by, if we say lapis, there's only paint available on lapis. So if you know whatever name you search that one, then that's what you're gonna get, is the
And-
product that we used.
All the
So
metallics are paint.
I'm gonna put a little bit of
And
the
iridescent.
redwood around the outside with,
And I did
Sun
fry this
bleached.
quite a bit with the heat tool to get that like layery,
I figured.
That's so pretty.
crusty
Mac.
look.
Thanks. And you can pop bubbles with plain brass, metal, or the paper towel. And you can also wick up any, if you have like a ton of paint on there. You want it thick though, because we're going for that crusty look. So here comes the heat tool again.
You wanna pop the paint set up there, just for a minute in case anybody hasn't got their paints too.
Okay, now that those are all in place, I'm really gonna just keep on pushing it and try to fuse that paint into the book. And the longer you heat it, the more you'll see all of the lettering. And this bubbling is actually good. You can just embrace that bubbling. See how our picture is coming back. I actually did that one. You'll even hear a little bit of crackling, which is fun. And definitely do not touch this after.
You can pick it up.
It's gonna be super toasty.
I like to pick it up with a pair of pliers.
Yeah.
If I wanna move it. Sometimes I'll even pick it up with the pliers while I'm heating it, just so I can move it around and.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that, and it'll dry even more. It'll keep fusing as that cools off and dries, and you'll really be able to read that lettering. But obviously they turn out different every time. But there's your little Once Upon a Time storybook. And then, is that all I was gonna cover for
We're gonna
painting,
do
or?
these ones since they were different than the
Those?
other techniques. Yeah, because they don't have all the colors on them.
Okay.
Are you interested in this?
Ooh, I'm interested in
I can
that.
turn it this way.
What
and
is
then-
that? Or I can just turn the facing
This is-
camera off.
This is beef tenderloin,
What?
like from Costco.
Oh,
And it is
from
incredible.
yesterday?
Now you get an option to do it. Nobody can see it.
It's cold though.
Good, cold beef is good.
I love cold beef. Still searching for a start list.
I
So
forgot
for-
what you said for this
so
one, Jean.
that one is your deep blue, so a blue fluorite, lapis, and hematite.
And then at the very end,
And
the
then
layer
top
of
it
iridescent
with
green.
iridescent green, after you get your colors on.
Thank you.
Oh, just 4 then? Blue lapis,
Yeah,
or blue fluorite, lapis, hematite, and iridescent green.
Yeah.
Okay. Do the first three colors matter? Order? Why is there no?
Yeah, so you'll want to put on the
Hematite
just
first?
all at the same time. The blues and the hematite first, the three of them.
That's what I meant. Do those three
No.
matter order?
No.
Okay.
Because they're all going to kind of blend together. What I did was put them all on and then kind of tap it with my soft bristle brush.
Oh, okay.
To blend
Blend
it a
it
little
just
bit.
a tad.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
I always think it's interesting that like a lot of things that we perceive as like feminine things were originally masculine things.
Like high heels.
Heels,
Wigs.
painted nails,
Flowers,
wigs, makeup, literally everything.
Although I think, like, in a lot of the ancient societies, like, both used them.
Yeah, but
You know.
they like originally men started doing those things first.
Ooh. I've got a serious question for you guys. Which is your favorite hair day? Freshly washed or second day?
Depends.
For different reasons.
Which does it look better?
Day one.
Usually day
me.
2.
Day one for you, Jean?
Yeah.
Day two for you?
But I figured out a trick. If you don't,
What?
if you want,
I like
if your hair
tricks.
gets oily at all, like by day 2 or whatever, if you actually dry it the first day, like
Oh, hair
round
dry it?
brush it, hair dry it instead of air drying it on day 1,
Yeah,
it doesn't do that.
I noticed
on
that
day
too
2.
because when Allie did my hair, she round brushed it, and I was
Yeah.
like, my hair did not get
Day 2
oily
was
as
better.
fast.
Uh-oh. Look what happened here. So while I was using the heat tool, the
That looks like a...
I mean, it's super pretty though.
Yeah, it looks like a
So-
crustacean.
Oh, was that still hot?
It
It
was
was
hot.
hot, but which is really neat to learn
Ooh.
because you know how sometimes with the blanks you have to go a million times to get it to stick?
Do
Heat
it
it
again.
first.
Do
I'm
it
gonna
on
do it on the
purpose.
blanks on purpose. So heat it first and then add your paint and it won't flow around because the heat is making it stick like that, which that's really pretty.
That's
Obviously
like really
it's
cool.
not-
Way different, but really
Yeah.
cool.
So these were cold when they were done. Here. So the metal was cold, so we got a really nice flow. But then
That effect is really cool.
it is really pretty.
I mean, you don't
So-
need to. The other one is pretty basic.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Same colors, just let the metal be cold. But look how
Right.
pretty this is. It's so enamel, like true enamel looking. Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
What the heck? So cool.
What a happy accident.
So heat your metal if you want that
Heat it
true.
first.
Yeah. Heat it without anything. Make sure it's hot.
Super encrusted looking.
That's awesome.
too. Wow.
Super pretty. Those colors are amazing.
And then
All
for
right.
the blanks, like if you want to just like show the finished piece, and I can just walk them through because it's pretty easy.
Okay.
You don't have to show because it's really just the pour paint technique on this. Is all the colors. And then what
Okay.
I did, I put swirled all the colors and then just like dropped it on its face to blend them. Like actually like put it on the mat
Okay, yeah.
and then picked it up.
so
and
she
then,
put it upside down. So
and then
that
I
the
just
paint would be
like
on the mat.
vignetted the edges with the redwood and the sun bleached.
Okay.
So that was pretty easy.
And then
And
after
then
they're
this
dry, they're all
similar to the
put
pour
together
paint.
into that earring.
The mandala was similar to the pour
Yeah.
paint.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's very much like the pour paint technique as well. I just left it less paint on there. I wicked a lot up so that you could see the detail in there. And then the mermaid key is just like the first piece that you did with the seashell.
Where'd it go? Here it is. Awesome. Gorge. I can't wait to use that technique on things. I can't believe that was such a cool accident. Those colors are unreal on that. I might even just not show the other, and because that looks just as beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to explain at all, Jean, how you did your pendant, like this
Sure.
wrapped
Yeah,
part?
can
I
just-
love the
I can walk
flower.
through- I can walk them through that.
Yep, and
really
then
quick.
Ainsley, you can move into your techniques. So, Jean's gonna tell you guys how she did that really cute flower on that.
She's wearing
Hey,
one
guys.
of the really old
yeah.
vintage shirts.
Yeah,
Oh
Vintage
my gosh.
Earth. When we had this
Yeah.
store, I still have a couple of these T-shirts
If anybody knows
I think
what those
actually
are.
Ashley illustrated this one. Since we were talking about her earlier today. All right, construction on this. This just has a 3-inch head pin, and then this I wrapped around. So, and then these are just hole punched, and everything's got a little bit of paint on it. So I added it to this little charm. All of the eye pins and jump rings that you need for this are in the set as well. And yeah, these are kind of the same. Just did wrap loops on the earrings and like that, but that's about it. So
Just talk for a couple more seconds.
I'll filibuster so you can have a snack,
They're
right?
stuffing meat in their faces.
All right. Just pick these up. So with this set, the technique that we didn't do, because Mackie did this gorgeous
you wanna do it real
alternative
quick?
one. No,
On the
it was
backside?
just pretty easy.
But you could do it on the backside.
All
if you
I
wanted.
did was do a base of those colors, and then while it was still wet, I just dripped the iridescent green on, and it spread it
Oh,
out.
in the pool.
Yeah. So then it kind of left,
Why don't you
made a
put-
separation in it.
Why don't you put iridescent green and moonstone
You know what I could do
together?
is since we've got a minute,
Since you're
I'll
winging
do
it.
these.
Oh yeah.
I'll do the
Yeah.
blanks.
And I was thinking on this, if you want a similar, you could add iridescent blue or iridescent green and moonstone together. Could probably give you that flash. Let me cut more for you. How many of these needs?
Just gonna add basically every color except for the 2 neutral stains. Did I get them all? The iridescent green as well.
Someone's asking if the mermaid keys are on the vintage website.
I think so. I don't know how many we have left, and maybe not in that finish because we may have gotten them here. So I'm just plopping this down, and I like to get the paint on both sides. So I just put every color, and then, like I said before, dropped it on its head.
Oh, Sherry says she loves the vintage shirt.
Yeah, they're fun. We had a whole line of like accessories.
Yeah, I was
and
just
stuff.
thinking about how I missed those, like that purple and blue
Mhm.
one, and then pink and blue one, and then the purple and
Look at how well those colors
white
work
one
together.
that I had that I used to wear.
Oh yeah, yeah, the one that
Yes,
came
I
from the
love
shoulder.
those. I love those. I was thinking
They were
how
so
I
fun.
would want that right now.
So it's a little bare here, so I'm actually just gonna pick up from my pile and blend it in. And
I think it's funny, like the different working styles. 'Cause
I'm very messy.
you're very messy,
I'm very messy.
and Aunt Wendy can be messy too.
Do you have mozzarella?
Bottom drawer.
And then I'm just
They say everybody's saying that they need a vintage shirt. Peggy wants
Merch, vintage merch.
Some. Vintage merch.
Oh, we could
Put
do
it on
that.
our list to do.
Shirts were so popular.
You know what? Logan could make
We could
a
easily do that.
vintage dye or a silk screen
Yeah.
where he would use our paints and
Yep.
create, because we've done
Okay.
painted shirts with our
Yeah.
paints.
I was just thinking it'd be cute if
So,
we end up making
that's about it
caricatures of
for
ourselves
these.
If we did one
If
that had
you-
our
Yes, I love
caricatures
it.
on it.
If you don't want any bubbles, then you can just get rid of them with a little bit of the edge of your paper towel. Any other questions from people? I could do this one too.
Oh, Debbie's asking if we'll have those t-shirts. So Debbie, those t-shirts are from like early vintage days where when we had the
we
vintage
don't sell
Earth
them
shop.
anymore.
We don't sell them anymore, but if you guys really want some, we could possibly
Think
make
about
some new t-shirts for you
think
guys.
about something
Think about
like
it
that.
and use our paints to make them for you.
This one I think it had a little bit more
Or maybe we'll do a class on it for our
iridescent
Fridays.
green. Ah, whoops. Tell me if I'm getting off screen.
Yeah.
I'm out of practice staying on a vertical screen,
You're somewhat on screen.
somewhat on screen.
We can see what you're doing.
So for this one, I just left kind of more of a light touch on it so that you could see more of the pattern. Do you want to grab me one of those wipes and then I'll clean up this surface a little bit?
It
So-
seems like people do want a screen printing class.
Oh, okay, that'd be fun.
Logan could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we were thinking about that for like one of our Friday ones.
Yeah, larger surface.
Yeah, screen printing. Yes.
So when I do these blanks and they're in a large puddle, a lot of times I'll just drag them so that you don't end up with a lot on the back. I like to have coverage on both sides, but not so much so that you end up with a lot of it hanging off the sides. And if there's any left on the side of the blank, once this is dry, I'll just hit it with a relieving block to remove
Don't
that.
worry about that, Matt. I'm not using it at all.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
just gonna have to get up without
Time to
touching
pass
anything.
the baton. Now that you have had your break.
I didn't really need a break. I just needed that slice of meat. 'Cause I've had a break for a while. Just a second, guys, because I have to get this stuff all moved out of the way. Because we're not doing paints anymore.
Okay, then what is the cart? No for the components. Debbie, what are you asking? What is the cart number for the paint? 110. Peggy already answered. Of course.
Okay, guys. So I'm just gonna show you what I did for one of the ear cuffs, since it's not something as apparent. Just want to make sure you know what to do. I will in a second, and then I will also be showing you part of the pendant for the necklace or sun catcher dragonfly. That can also be a window sun catcher. So first I will do the cuff. And I'm just gonna pop up the cuff set on screen. And I'm actually wearing it right now. But I'm just gonna show you the wrapping portion of it. So we're starting with our cuff right here. And we're gonna start by bending it.
You need bail making pliers?
I thought I set them out here.
I'll get them. I think I put them away because I forgot you were doing that. They're just right here.
Okay. So I have the bail making pliers. I'm going to be wrapping it, bending it towards this larger one because it's more similar to the size of the cuff shape. So I'm going to create a nice round shape, creating one end and the next and slowly making it the right shape to fit more flush with the cuff. And you definitely could make your own cuff with just filigree like this, but I just like the contrast of the two metals together.
Hey, Ainsley, while you're doing that, do you want to just quickly tell them how to buy what is on the screen right now?
Yeah, if you guys want to buy what's on the screen, our cart number is at the top of the screen. If you can't see it, just pull down on your screen a little bit and it might just be hiding where your camera is. If you have an iPhone, I know it does that. Or if you can't see it, you might have to click into the video if you're not clicked into it already. But comment what is in the quotation marks. Currently it's cart 101, so you type that the same way, cart 101, comment it. Once you comment it, you will get a message on your Facebook Messenger. Once you go to Facebook Messenger, do not type anything that will mess with the system and confuse it. Follow along, click the buttons or tap the buttons with your finger that it automatically populates, and you can follow along that process to purchase your items.
Also, if you're intimidated by that process, you can just quickly go to the live shop, which is shown on the bottom of the screen, Vintage Live Shop, and everything that's on the segment today is in the live shop, so you can buy it directly from there. Either way, we have both just so it's very convenient for you.
Yep. So I'm just slowly shaping this to be like the cuff. And get it, make sure it will be as flush as possible. I'm gonna put it in there once I get it closer to the size. Okay, seems pretty close. Take a look at it from a couple different directions. Make sure it's nice and rounded out. I'm gonna see how it sits in here and see how I need to adjust. So I can see that these really need to be pulled in more.
I love the two-tone metal that you
Yep.
did with this.
That's why I use the cuff underneath, because I like that mix. Even though you could just use this as a cuff if you wanted to.
So Ainsley, a little fun tidbit for everybody who's on today. You guys love the paint kit. If you love the paint kit, which is the paint jewelry collection that we are painting, tomorrow's Daily Dibs title is Sea Nymphs.
Ooh.
And it's completely complimentary. And then this one, Ainsley, the cuff that you're wrapping looks like a treasure, like a sunken
it does.
treasure cuff. I love that so much. And it looks like that little cute bell bead that you have on there looks like the beginning of a what do you call it? whatchamacallit, jellyfish.
So now I'm just
So
pushing
cool.
it in closer so it better lines up with the cuff inside of it. Because I just want it to sit more flush. They were saying that you guys whisper loud.
We whisper loud? What did we whisper?
Yes, they always can hear you.
What were we whispering about? Oh, it's probably me because I was like, open the live shop. Because I wanted to make sure things were showing up properly.
Oh my gosh, I love these ladies so much. Oh yeah, Jean. I always tell Jean just to talk out loud and say it.
You know,
Open the live shop.
yeah.
Ainsley, do you think that one needs the undercuff? Like you can't just go over the top. And could you keep that without the bottom, or it would bend more easily?
For what?
Your cuff you're bending. Can you use that as a cuff?
Yes, you can.
You could.
I just
so
like the
you
2
could
toes.
So now you could have 3 cuffs out of this set.
Yes.
Is what I was wondering.
Yes, you definitely could.
That
But
is
also,
awesome.
yeah, it's not as rigid as the other one. So it's probably more likely to.
You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why that would be, except when you're putting it on.
Mm-hmm.
So you really could have this be a 3 cuff set.
Kimmy
Love it.
says, don't whisper anything naughty. Because everybody will hear you, right?
What makes you think we're naughty, Kimmy?
Only those things are said really loudly out loud, right?
I never whisper. I hear you guys whispering. I'm like, what the heck? What are you whispering about?
Usually it's like something that we need to do is what we
It's
whisper
logistic.
about.
It's
Yeah.
always logistic.
It's
Yes.
usually something that we don't want to overshadow what's on screen that's really utilitarian. So it's never juicy gossip. It's just, hey, could you bring up that web page for me?
Peggy wants us to whisper stuff, like bad stuff, so that we can spice things up. Well,
Are
yeah,
we that
I mean, we
boring?
can make some stuff up if you want for drama.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Ainsley was arrested yesterday
Oh yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
like me.
because for like dealing shampoo on the black market. It's like shampoo you don't have to wash your hair for 30 days. And so she's like dealing that.
Yeah.
She has a big overcoat and she's got all these little tubes inside of it and
Marietta is
had to spend a
asking.
night in jail.
Marietta is asking what time the Daily Dib is posted each day.
Always noon central. Always. Every day. We schedule it so we don't have to be in control of it, but we schedule it to post at noon. So
And it's
California.
every day of the week,
Every
even
day.
including the weekend. So you're always going to find a new super amazing deal.
And it's like the best of all. That's why we call it a dib. I
Yep.
got dibs. And it's always super limited quantity, and that's why we sell it more reasonable. The most we've ever had in a dib is 12. The least we've had is 5. So, depending on how quickly you get there, you may or may not get one.
I'm just being nitpicky, guys, to get this as flush as possible, but it doesn't have to be uber flush if you don't
Can I ask you a
care.
question? Could you possibly put like a little couple pieces of glue on that?
I did not glue it actually.
But
The-
could you?
You
Would that
jump-
make
she
it
jump-
easier?
ringed it,
I
right?
jump ringed it to
Yeah.
keep it together.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier. I didn't want the glue to like compromise the bendability or use resin to compromise that because the resin could crack if you're bending it back and forth. And so
Smart.
that's why I chose
Smart.
the
Well, thank you
Making
for
it as
sharing that
flush.
because some people may think, why, do you glue it? But you need to open and close it sometimes, right?
Yep.
Good call.
Kimmy loves the Daily Dibs. Look, gives her something to look forward to every day instead of just Wednesday, Friday. Peggy says, not a chance of Ains doing wrong. Peggy, I used to get emails from teachers about Ainsley when she was little, but the kind of emails that I would get were, I wish every kid in my class was just like Ainsley. Let me tell you how much I love having your daughter in my class.
Or at least she's such an angel.
those were the kind of emails I got with her. I can't say the same thing for my youngest. Even though you guys are super similar.
We're very similar. He's
Yeah.
just more blunt
Yeah, for sure.
and not ashamed to be himself. I
Right.
am more anxious than he is.
Yeah. So, or
Okay.
maybe in just different ways.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yes.
But it's
So
funny.
this, I can get to sit in here and it basically will stay there. But it could easily, you could just like do that very easily. That's why we're using our jump ring. So when you go and do this, you're gonna line up the center to that spot where that hole is, and you're gonna punch it, you know, like roughly around here. Sorry, it's not focusing. You're gonna punch it roughly around here, but punch it separately and just get it as close as you can to the correct spot as where this is at. So you can see this is further up, so I'd punch it roughly right about there. And then all you do is string the jump ring through and it should stay together pretty easily. So that is everything for the cuff. I will take it off really quick so you can see it completely.
Renee says, my kindergarten, because I was apparently too well behaved, LOL. I love school. Used to cry on Saturdays because I couldn't go.
That is super funny. But yeah, you can see how it just is the jump ring going through, making sure it stays solid in the right spot. This goes up a little over the top because of where we have to punch the hole here. And this is just slightly less overlap than the top part, but I prefer it that way. So that is how you guys make that cuff. Super simple. Just punch the hole for the last part and string the...
Do you find that it's easier to punch the hole before or after bending?
I did it after so I could see how it was gonna line up.
Ah, yeah.
And it's super easy to punch after even. Okay, next part I'm gonna show you really quickly is from our Suncatcher dragonfly necklace
I love that, by the
or window chime type of thingy. What do you call them? Window what? Ornament?
Which is a suncatcher, or like we used to call them like wingdings back in the day.
Wingdings,
right?
really?
Yeah. I think that might have been just a name. Your Aunt Wendy would do the spoon parts.
Yeah, I
right?
remember those.
And then I would bead them.
Yep,
so
I remember.
She did the spoon parts, and then I beat, and they became like this really cool sun catcher thing that you would put in your window. And we called them wingdings.
I loved those.
But
They're super cute.
did you change? You already changed the product on
I
there?
do need to change the product. Thank you for reminding me.
But again, a shout out on the photograph of this one on the live shop. The way Wendy captured that crystal moon on there is
What?
it is like stunning.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, that's why Mom said she did a bad photo, so we could
Fishing.
compliment her.
I was fishing.
So as you guys
No,
can
we
see,
weren't she wasn't even talking about that.
these
so there.
two are wired
She wasn't
on.
here.
These two parts are wired on, and I did the more colorful side, the clear side on the front of the bead.
Ainsley, I just wanted to remind so everybody who's watching, just want to
see you.
remind you that today is the only day that we are doing kits. So we won't have any kits on Friday. We won't have we're not selling anything on Friday, right? Just paints.
Just paint.
Just paints,
Yep.
and then
Just
you'll have
paints.
the only opportunity you'll have to get something new would be the daily dib.
Yes, there's the daily dib, but there's only, I know the most we have is 8 of those.
And we don't have the supply sales in the lineup yet, so this might be
yeah.
your last opportunity for a little while to get.
Till next Wednesday. So today will be the last time you can get a kit until next Wednesday. So if you need your fix, like I always have to have, just pick up one of these and Ainsley can flash them all on the screen again for anybody who just came in right before she
Or
does
you can
this
go to
wire
the live
wrap.
shop too.
You can, but for anybody who doesn't want to leave
Yep.
the live right now, we can just
Pop them up.
pop them up
We'll do
as
another
she
drive-by.
goes, because you're just on the dragonfly,
Yep.
and then we'll be doing the other one, and then we'll be doing the other one. So just wanted to let you know that in case you were thinking Friday we were going to have anything for sale, but it's just going to be paint on Friday.
Yep.
And then maybe some links of where they can get some pots.
Or you guys can even pick them up beforehand, just like at your local store.
Yeah, do it.
And then you can do it along with us if you have the paints.
Yep. I think they sell them at Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart.
Basically
Like,
everywhere. It's
everywhere.
pretty common
Ace,
thing.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll do that drive-by really, really quickly.
Well, then shoot. Everybody can hear me clearing my throat all the time.
So first of all, our paint set. If you want to get that, cart 110. Next, our Rose Gold Findings variety pack. If you want to get that, that is cart 106. Next is our Findings variety pack, natural brass. If you want to get that, that is cart 107.
What happened to our picture? Oh, there it is.
Next is our 3 ounce. This is not correct. This is 2 ounces, but it will be 3 ounces. 3 ounce natural brass chain variety pack. That is cart 109.
Oh, and I don't know if anybody has gotten these.
End of spool variety chain pack, cart 108.
I just can't seem to stop clearing my throat today.
You probably had something to eat that's making it do that.
Chocolate. Lots and lots of chocolate.
Oh, also for the replay watchers, if you're watching this later, you can continue to shop these items right through
Oh, yeah.
the video.
Yep. And then these, I don't, you guys have probably gotten these, but I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know why that's doing that. Ooh, that had a full bracelet in it, didn't it?
What is that?
You could probably dump this out really quickly.
What is it?
This is the OAK, the one-of-a-kind minis.
Oh, I don't know that we have that up. Oh wait, maybe we do.
should.
These
Yeah.
designer sorts. So
The
cart
designer
111 or cart 111.
Yeah, and these are curated. And these are, where's the one piece? I always try to make sure there's some, oh, there we go. I always try to make sure there's really cool pieces in there.
You're just a little bit
for-
off.
Oh, I am. Okay,
Yes,
sorry.
they can't see it.
There.
Now you got
So
me clearing my throat.
you get 3 of these, and it's very similar to Mackie's old OAKs, if you remember those. So we always try to, these are demi-curated, like really cool designer sorts. But this one had like a full bracelet on and some things like that. It has a diffuser in it, has some really cool elements,
Ainsley, can I buy
but they're
your,
all
Sunken Seas card number?
different.
I'm gonna pop it up here in a second.
Yep,
so.
they're just someone's asking and I
Well, I
wanted to
don't.
type.
I don't know it
We'll
yet.
have it after that.
It'll be up soon.
Yep, there's that. Okay. And then this full Sunken Seas is the paint kit. Is that what you're saying, Jean?
I think the Sunken Seas is the paintable.
That's, oh, the collection.
Yeah.
Paintable collection. I got yours all good over here, Ains. We're just dropping on all the pieces in the paintable collection, which there's a ton. You guys want to get this. Are there any, how many are left? Just a couple, right?
I'm not sure yet. Let me just see.
Okay, now you can even hold it up. And there's even more stuff on there.
Okay, so that's 102.
There. That's a beautiful pair of earrings. I love that.
Yep, cart 102 for Sunken Sea.
Yep. And this is, oh yeah, that's, I missed that there. Okay. Awesome. Is there, am I missing anything in that? Or is that
No,
good?
that looks like everything.
Okay.
Okay. And then what I'm currently wearing is the Flower Goddess Sterling necklace, which is already done and designed out. You don't have to construct it. This is a finished piece.
Yeah, and we're just doing a really quick recap for you guys because I don't want you to be disappointed that we don't have anything for sale on Friday.
Yep.
So get what you're gonna get today, and if you have a quota that you like to meet, then get a couple of them. Especially if you're gonna get 2 of anything, I would get 2 of the Sunken Seas, and I would get 2 of your earring cuffs because you can make
Yeah.
them into.
I would say because people haven't checked out yet, I'm not sure how many, because I've seen the comment come through a lot, but we can't tell until they checked out.
Yeah, and check out anytime. Again, Asa, you want to tell them about checkout anytime, free shipping, blah,
Yep,
blah, blah.
we can, you
merging.
guys, if you are coming later, you can still check out whenever. I think it's available up until like 17 days after our live or something
Yeah.
like that. So eventually it does go away, but you know, if you're watching like a week later, you're still going to be able to check out on here. And then just to check out on here, comment what is in quotation marks. It's always going to be cart space something for a number. If you can't see it, just pull down on your phone. It's like this. You'd be pulling down on your screen and it'll be at the top. It might be hidden behind your camera if you have an iPhone or maybe even other phones that have like the camera in the middle of the screen.
Or go to the live shop.
Or you can go to the live shop. And just remember, when you do go into that messenger, if you're checking out that way, do not type anything in that chat. If you need any help, please go to live shop at Vintage and email there to get any help
check
you
out
need.
anytime, any day. Every time is free shipping. We merge all of your orders.
Yep.
So you won't get a bunch of packages. You're just,
Yep.
we ship 2 times a week, Tuesdays and Fridays. And they will be merged, and free shipping on any item you buy live or in the live shop.
And the only thing that would ever come separately in a package would be your paints, since they are shipped from a different location.
Yep. Perfect, thank you. There have been some questions, so I thought I would answer those questions.
Did we re-show the paint set?
Yes.
Not the paintable, but the.
Yes.
You did, okay.
That's the first thing I reshowed.
And here, I'll bring these back
And then
on
this
screen for
moon-
you.
This Enchanted Moonlight 2 cuff kit, that is cart 101 that I am currently wearing on screen.
And I love that. And then after you do this demo, Mackie, are you going to describe the last couple of things, or that set, and then that's it for the day, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so this one is going to be next. I'm going to put it in your lineup.
Oh yeah,
Or did you already do that?
We didn't show that at all yet. Well, we showed it earlier, but really shortly, so we will show that after this demonstration again.
The
Yeah.
double bracelet kit,
Full of
because it
bubbles,
is
codes and
gorgeous.
Later.
So I will show you guys that Tiger Pearl one again after this demonstration, so you can look forward to that. And so this is currently Dragonfly Suncatcher necklace earrings, but also could be necklace earrings bracelet if you want it.
And if anybody's interested in how that dried, here it is. That dried so pretty. It's like just like a sunken jewel. And these also, you can see how those dried. They're just so iridescent and glowy. I mean, I'm just obsessed with them. Whatever Mackie did by Jean, yours is great too. I love them both. So whatever she did, whatever you guys watched, that was super cool. Oh, and this one, last one that was dried, because sometimes they look a little different when they dry, but that is the mixed one that was in this original set that Jean did. So Mackie and Ainsley got them Mackie and Jean got them very close, because as they dried, Jean, as it dried, it got closer to yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she did a really good job duping it, for sure.
Thanks
So-
for the replay.
Mm-hmm. Now we're just going to go over this wiring part. It is super easy. I just use the wire directly through the hole in this check crystal. And remember, if you don't want it to be this big pendant, you can use this as a bangle like it's originally intended for. And this can become your necklace pendant along with this. And these can become earrings. And we also have ear wires as part of this kit, which are fine by themselves. Which I don't know where they're at though. I think they're probably hiding underneath something.
What are you looking for?
The ear wires from this sun catcher.
Oh, yeah, I guess we forgot to say that those come
Because this
with it,
isn't,
didn't we?
no, we have some. They were here earlier and I showed them, but
Oh, they just...
they're probably somewhere here on the table and I just can't, they're not going to be over there. 'Cause-
ear wires?
yeah, where on the table are those? They might be over here, I just can't see over there.
While you're wrapping, I'll find them.
Actually, I have a pair here.
Jean, they're also in that giant bag right there.
Because we...
I'm going to cut this wire though to make it a little more accurate to what the length that you'll be receiving. Because I didn't know we were going to be demonstrating this today, so I just quickly cut a large chunk.
There they are.
Those you can string seed beads on really pretty. Or Mackie's done quite a bit of making a loop out of the end too. Quite a few.
How much are you going to include in the kit?
It's going to be more, so I included extra, but I'm pretty sure the length is going to be,
Because that's just your demo length that you're doing, but
it will be around this length
like 12
from what
inches,
I remember.
right? We'll just give you guys a foot.
We used extra. I put in enough where there would be extra.
Oh, good.
I just
Okay.
didn't make a master kit
So
for
like-
this because I didn't know we'd be demonstrating it.
Like 10 inches, something like that.
Yeah, maybe probably around 10 inches. We'll see. So, first I'm just stringing this through so that it is center. And I'm pulling the two ends so that they're together so I get it the same length on both sides, and I'm pinching it like so. But not too tight that it makes it crackly sound. I don't want to hurt the crystal at all. Now I'm threading this in between. And it doesn't matter where I'm at for this one, so I'm just gonna go along as I please, making sure that this crystal is staying flat, but also nice and tight to it. So I'm starting with the one, trying to make sure it's staying flat. I'll zoom in here for you guys. And I'm pulling this so that it's as close as I can get it to it.
Ains, when you're at a position where I can say something to the ladies, let me know.
Okay. I'm just pulling over.
I should say that you can say to our girlfriends.
But I love the way Mo says the ladies.
The
I'm making the
ladies.
thank you notes for the ladies.
That's what I think of when I say it.
Now I'm pinching this together on both sides. So much harder working far away from yourself.
If you can look into the screen, I don't know, can you? I can't because my eyes they go crossed.
Oh, I do sometimes.
Do ya?
It just depends what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just pinching this together because I want it to be nice, crisp line there. And it gets easier once you get the initial wrap going at the very end.
So would you say like that starting it is the hardest point?
Yes, the starting it is the hardest point, and then once you get it started, it's super easy.
Would you ever consider putting some Loctite, a tiny thing of Loctite on a part of it, like on the beginning?
I don't think so, because I don't think it would help per se. I mean, it may, but I don't. For me personally, I don't think it would help because it's just mostly getting it positioned exactly how I want it to be.
Yeah.
So you want that
Flexibility.
latitude.
Yep, I'm just making sure that these look nice and neat, and that's what is the hardest part, is making sure they stay consistent and neat.
It's
Got
looking
it.
good.
I think it looks awesome. So you started twisting from the center. Sorry, because I was grabbing a piece that I need to show the ladies.
Yep, I just started twisting from the center,
Perfect.
and I've been doing one side only so far.
Then I wouldn't see that you would need Loctite on that. Gosh, it's noisy out there today, isn't it? So many machines.
Equipment, right? It's that time of year though. Everybody's
Lawn and
refreshing their properties.
yeah.
I need to weed my fire pit sometime this week.
I just emptied Mackie's fire pit out into her garden to use the ash and tilled that
Oh, that's
in.
smart, yeah.
Well, because they were saying, ash is really good for your soil.
It is super good. That's why they do the controlled burns on fields. And that's also why there's so much life, even though that when there's wildfires, there's a lot of new growth right afterwards.
Yeah.
So now I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. It's going to be a whole lot easier though, because the crystal from the wire earlier is way more stable. And I'm just periodically pinching it
I really
together.
do love the way your nails turned out.
Oh, you do?
I wasn't sure with all the bright colors when you showed me the illustration plan. I was like, okay, yeah.
Gene, you were
Great.
clearing
Yeah.
up a lot today, aren't
Yeah.
we?
I was saying it was contagious.
Maybe it's the weather, allergy type of thing.
I think that's probably it.
I
Because
ate a
if
lot
it's
of
both of
chocolate.
you,
Because my eyes have been a little watery.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
I just have it for that way, like when my
Sinus
my
thing.
eyes water, I clear my throat.
You can squeeze wires after you finish wrapping both sides. Yes, to make it the coil tighter, you sure can.
I would squeeze it throughout though too, because it makes it
Yeah.
more consistent, and you're not getting you don't want it to
Yes.
be bumpy throughout, and if you do it at the end, it might end
Yes.
up on level, so it could be
So
a
both.
wave. So
Yes.
throughout, but also at the very end, definitely.
That looks like the perfect amount of wire, actually.
And you always have the ability to make a messy wrap loop, but specifically Ainsley's teaching this beautiful symmetrical coil.
Yep, because we don't want to pay attention to it's not like a design element to be
Right.
coiled there. It's just to hold it nice and tight and keep it in place. Because if you did the with a jump ring, it wouldn't work because it would be sliding.
Another option is to use a
Have I done a good job staying on screen? I'm trying to.
Pretty good, yeah.
I know a couple times I went off.
Anytime you have come off, you've actually already adjusted it by the time it hits here.
You could use a crimp and not a crimp like traditionally leather crimp, but one of those 2 bead crimps you could use as well, but I don't think it would be nearly as pretty as this.
I'm just trying to make sure this end is sitting nice and flat on it. There we go. go. So, as you can see, that's what it ends up looking like. We can just make sure they're nice, tightly squeezed together.
Sherry loves your nails, Ainsley.
Thank you, Sherry. And voila, we are done wrapping it. Now, you're gonna do the same exact thing for this other side, right? Make sure it's the same direction of the crystal, so I'm just threading it through. And we're just pinching the ends so that they're the same spot. And everything's the same. But we do have to be like aware of where we're putting this other one, because as you can see here, these are located in a specific spot. So, actually I think I got this one a little bit neater on it.
Sometimes the second time you do it, you improve.
I think I did it slower this time too, because I was teaching. Threading it through. And now I'm just trying to get it roughly in the spot that I want it to be. And when I do this other one, I'm not going to do it completely. I'm just going to get it started. Because it does take a little bit. I'm pulling these sides. Trying to get one semi-tight. And I'm making sure to position it as much as I can in the right spot.
One nice thing is you just get to choose your distance of how
Yep.
you want it to look. If you want exactly like Ainsley's, then she could probably measure that distance for you. But you can also just...
Yeah, both of them I just kind of like eyeballed it where I thought it would look good. But also wanted to make sure there's enough distance. This one's going way faster. Actually, surprisingly.
No, it's just because you use muscle memory. Awesome.
So basically that's what you're doing. You would finish this one out on both sides. But as you can see, this is where I have it positioned. It won't move as much once I have the other side, once the other side is done. That is the gist of it. We'll see how close I got to guessing the distance. I think I did this one a little bit wider. Actually, no, I was pretty spot on. Eyeballing it.
That's awesome.
Love it when that happens, right?
Okay, I have just a really quick thing to say before you move on to the next one. That's where I'm going to sit. Okay, so I was just out in the studio and I came across some things that made me think about this. So this week, next week, I don't know how long before we do it, because on every Friday, you know, we're going to be doing paint studio demos. And so pick up any kind of hardware anywhere. Just start collecting it if you want to paint along with us. So any kind of door hardware, knobs or anything like this. This is just like the back part of a knob or a little, you know, thingy dingy. But anyway, start picking them up. See them at a flea market, garage sales, or anything, so you're not stuck going to the store and overpaying. Get them on sale when they're half off.
Sometimes you can find on Marketplace a
Yeah.
whole like bin of them. Somebody will have, you know, like
Oh,
a
yeah,
kitchen
for
that they
sure.
took them down
Yeah.
from, or
Actually, Restoration Hardware. No, not Restoration Hardware.
I was like, that would be really expensive.
Restore.
Habitat for
Habitat
Humanity
for
Restore.
Humanity Restore. Go there. They've got all these. But get them. Start making a little box full, because this is going to be one of our upcoming demos is hardware painting. And it is
We
going to
could
be
probably start to pre-sell the paint sets and
Sure.
give them lists so that
lists
they
and
can.
all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, now last but not least, most certainly, I'm going to show you the bracelets and then just quickly talk
Well,
about
there's this
some
one too.
construction. Oh yes, yours too. We'll do
that one afterwards.
that one afterwards. So
Second to last, but
second
not
to
least.
last but not least, where are you? Tiger Pearl Quarry 2 bracelet set. These out of here. So for this one, construction is super simple, but there are a couple things I do want to point out. Number 1, when you get your kit for this, right, you are going to notice that you do not have 3 eye pins. You will have 2 eye pins and 1 head pin. Now that is for a reason. When you do this, you need to use the head pin for the center part because it needs to be long enough. We didn't have a long enough eye pin for this, so you will have to clip off the end. Super easy, just use the side cutters, clip off the head pin end, and then do a loop on the one side, string your beads on, and do a loop on the other. But make sure that you do a larger loop because it needs to fit through over this. So make the loop large enough for this, and you still will have to trim some off of the very end of it, of the eye pin
Is there
to do the
enough
loops.
to do a wrap loop, or would you say just a single?
Do not do a wrap loop
Okay,
because you wouldn't be able to put it on here.
it's not long enough for that, so make sure
No,
it's just a simple loop.
no, it's not about the length. You don't do a wrap loop, otherwise you can't put this on here.
Well, if you wrap it first, string your beads on, and then wrap it, you can.
You would have to wrap it around this first.
Yes. Yeah.
But it would be difficult anyway to do it that way. It'd be more difficult and more of a
for
hassle.
sure.
Whereas wrap loops, normally you're like, oh, this is way quicker and easier. That would be more complicated than it needed to be.
Carrie, our goal is to make it look like restoration hardware on a restore budget.
Okay. So then this piece, you just easy bend, but you just bend it to the shape of your wrist. So I bent it to the shape of my wrist. And I included enough chain so it could be for anybody's wrist size. This is really big for me, so I wouldn't even need really any of the chain. I would just do the clasp and jump ring at the end. But I included enough so that like there's up to like I think like 9 inches. And then this is just normal here, just strung on. Add the chain. And the only jump ring in here is for the clasp and at the very end to hook the clasp into. Everything else is just connected using the eye pins. And if you wanted this to be a little more secure and less moving, you could just punch a hole in here. I just preferred not doing that. I like the way it looks without that. But definitely a potential what you could do there. The construction of this other one is exactly the same, but it's just different colors. Exactly the same construction, just different colors. And when I did wear this, I did bend this middle eye pin with the beads on it to fit my wrist best with a little bit of the curve of it. So you can do that as well to make it sit nicely. That is that for the Tiger Pearl Quarry 2 bracelet kit. And then now, do you want to go get Aunt Wendy so she could talk about the construction of her necklace set?
Yeah.
We'll go grab her.
Now it's our last one.
She's on the bracelets.
Oh my gosh, I'm always in such high demand.
Want me to switch your ski? Yep, we'll switch your ski in a second here. And I have the code up for you guys for this one.
Mine's gonna be really fast because it is super easy, very straightforward. Okay, so with mine, of course, like every other kit, everything you need is in the kit for start to finish. That's why we call them complete kits. And this one, you're going to get it, and all you're going to do is add the clasp here. Look, I'm wearing the ring Logan made for me that he's going to do in the master classes. And then you can stain them and all the fun things. And then you're just going to add a ring. That's it. But this is a really pretty faceted ball chain, and I just love it. It's super delicate and pretty. I don't know how much I love regular ball chains. I mean, they're cool for some things for sure. But this is, to me, just like the most beautiful chain because it's a delicate, faceted ball. And I love that. This is really long. It's probably like 30 inches. Probably could measure that, but, you know, close enough. You need it longer, add an extender. It does have, it's not your traditional ball chain because it has finished loops at the end. So the way we manufacture it is it has a little end cap, and then you just add your jump rings. They're already on there, or they're in your kit. And then we included this really cool vintage brass clasp, which is super easy to open and close there. So there's that assembly. Now the earrings, this stone we used Loctite. All you're gonna do, and we do that in manufacturing, it's great. It does not come off. It's just fantastic. But we like to use that when we don't have any settings, but sometimes settings are super bulky and you can't see the beauty of the stone all the way around. All I did here was, this is a similar element, which is on the bottom of it. So all I did was put a drop there and a drop there, and then I pushed down the stone. Then I let it dry. Before you do anything crazy with it, wait like a couple hours before you wear them. And then you're going to get fine head pins because this garnet requires a fine head pin a diameter of the hole because it's authentic garnet. And you're just going to make a little messy loop there, just like your normal wrapped loop, which I'm trying to see. You know what? I'll just make one really quick with the wire because it's a very similar diameter. So after you have your beads strung on it, you're just going to, so after your bead is strung on the wire, I could probably just string a rando bead.
There's these big purple ones.
Is there just anything? Well, that big purple one's a little too big. What about, oh, come on. Ooh, look at this. I'm gonna look at this like goodness. All right. Gosh, that's just so dreamy. Maggie has these little stashes all over the place. Ooh, I love these when we did this one. Squirrel! Okay, so we found one. I'm just gonna pretend that this is a head pin. I'm just gonna show you how to make the, I mean, I probably could find a, you know what, I probably could find a fine one in this little, let's see if Mackie's trick works. Because let's say we had this whole findings pack. That's a regular one. Oh, I did find one. Yes. So this findings pack that you're gonna get has fine head pins in it. And that's probably how you're gonna get it. But yeah, pretty much whenever you need something, you just dig into this thing. This is the deal. This is like the ultimate deal, guys. So I'm just gonna use that instead, even though there's the same diameter. Let's just do it for real. So the messy wrapped loop that I'm going to do is just a very, very easy, and this will be stacked with garnet and everything. But I'm just gonna take right above the bead, just a little bit above the bead, like, and in between 1/4 to 1/2 inch, which is 3/8. And I'm just going to make a bend. I know this is a repeat for a lot of you guys, but you never know. And I just do it messy, and that's it. Boom. And clip off whatever you don't have. So the one that you're gonna get is not gonna have that much room because you're adding more beads up to the top. But I don't pay much attention to my messy wraps. And that's all that is gonna be. And you can just tuck in and close as you need to. Right there. Boom, that's your messy wrap loop. So that's all that is for every little construction here. So up here I used messy wrap on both sides. I just clipped off the bottom of the head pin and I made a loop there, strung the 3 on, and then made another messy loop there. Don't have to wrap it too many times. This one is going to come separate. All you do is put it in, put down your prongs. This is the same loop, but it is not a messy wrap. You're going to do it the same way I did it, but you're going to coil finely. And this is nice and thick wire. And when you want it to come together, all I do here is just squeeze. If it's not perfectly together like that, I'll just squeeze it together.
Kind of the same thing we did on mine.
Yep. And just, I punched holes where there weren't holes. This is not a difficult punch. It looks like it because it's a thicker element, but it's soft. So I punched 3 holes in that. Hung these on with jump rings. I punched, there's already a hole in this side, so I punched another hole there. I punched a hole in the bottom of the body. Make sure you do not punch through because I got pretty close. Give yourself plenty of room. This is a big jump ring. So that jump ring is going to let you punch higher up in the body here for that. And then you're just, this chain comes finished. You're just going to open a link and hook it on here. And then this one, I did not do any punching. All I did was jump ring it right onto there. There's plenty of room. It slides nicely back and forth so you don't have any binding. So I didn't feel like I needed to do any punching. And that is about it on that. So this one is just a really gorgeous set. And then the next thing you do is you just put it on. So time for you guys to wrap up, right? Mm-hmm. All right.
Except I don't have any jewelry on anymore.
And you have jean jacket.
Because I'm cold.
That's a super cute jean jacket.
It is super cute.
Thank you. It's my favorite. I got rid of so many other jackets because of this one.
Do you want to fix that?
Well, today it's because it's it's like in the 60s, not 70s. But it is supposed to get to be 70.
I love this necklace. I'm going to steal this one.
Would you wear it that length?
Yeah, actually.
And that one you can actually hook in anywhere, can't you?
Yeah, I did. It comes longer than this.
Oh, nice. I couldn't tell, like, with the perspective. And are you going to double it
I
up
can
with
show what
that?
it looks like layered.
Yeah.
That's a good layer.
I like that.
It's a really good layer, actually.
Yeah.
I like that whole look.
Love it.
What
What am I
picture? Are
gonna
you going to
put
put my picture in there, Mackie?
Peggy. Peggy and Karen.
Peggy and Karen, you guys have to
You
send
put Scott and
pictures.
Mo there.
Yeah, I could put Scott and Mo.
Well, I'm going to try to fit everybody in there. So send me a really tiny, tiny
collage.
picture of you.
Yeah.
I want a collage of everybody
Collage of
who's watching
everybody.
live. How many are there, Jean, right now?
44.
I'm putting 44 of your beautiful faces in mine. Good thing there's two
Everybody's
sides.
profile pic. So if you want it to
Yeah.
be a good one, make sure your profile pic is like
Yeah, get your good
Smoking.
profile pictures up so we can put you in our locket.
Maggie, those earrings, I'm going to just take a real close up here. I love them. I love how they turned out, even though I made them. I'm not trying to brag. I just love the components. See the other side?
Oh, it's like around my hair. Whoops.
Yeah, so
Love.
pretty. Love them.
Yay! So, yeah, so be ready for Friday. We're gonna be getting prepped. Are we gonna be putting embellishments on that pot?
No.
We can.
But you definitely can do that. We could do
I'll
that.
think about it.
We thought about doing that later on though. Like
Yeah.
it's a separate one.
Yeah.
Were we gonna do the? Oh, you know what we were gonna do? We were gonna do the, anything terracotta. Anything terracotta we can find. So if you guys just get whatever
We also have
terracotta.
those owls too.
Yeah, we've got the owls. You guys might remember having the owls. We're not gonna sell them, but you might have them. We have a few here. So make sure you get your
I
terracotta
did make
stuff.
up a bunch, like when you came up with your idea with the.
Should I make that a daily dib with the terracotta owl? I think we've got a few left.
Well, I was gonna say with the beads, with the clay beads, we could
Do the same
We
technique.
could just do a kit. We could just have a kit that's available on the live shop
Of what?
we still have to
of
push.
those if we have enough.
No,
Obviously still
I'm
have
just
to
gonna do
push.
a
Daily
daily,
dib.
dib.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just do a
Oh,
daily
Which is
dib.
almost the same.
Yeah.
Put this with
I
my
just didn't know
daily
how to
dib
make
that
that.
I made of the clay beads. So this can be
Oh, yeah, because you were gonna do
the
macrame
clay
beads.
owl. Yeah, so we can macrame around it, or just like hang the beads.
But we're
through
not
the pot.
teaching the macrame. You guys are gonna have to.
No, you
figure
don't have to macrame. It can just be the hemp
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah, you could buy it too.
Yeah.
Buy a little macrame.
That could be very cute.
How many are in there? I think we only have like 10 or 12. We'll make
Okay,
one.
we'll make a daily dib with these.
Yeah.
Ooh, so fun. Okay, guys. So, yes, again, keep combing through today's live because we don't have anything for Friday.
There you
Extra cozy.
It doesn't
She
even
zoomed
look
in.
like it, but it feels like it. So we don't have anything for Friday, except for paint, obviously. So definitely stock up on paint because you'll want to use up lots of your paints on our projects, and they're so cheap that it doesn't even
And we
matter.
definitely want you guys to go to your store and buy the terracotta pots. You can do it with us.
Anything terracotta.
Because
Yes.
we want to
Let's do
hear
it
about your
together.
experience as like a group.
It's gonna be life changing. This is a no fire glaze.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You can keep these pots outside,
Well, we even have that
Inside.
over there.
dishwasher. You what? Oh yeah, you
The
could
bar.
do that one too.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so
There's
we'll
so
show
many
them
projects.
that. So like there's stuff.
Debbie,
like this.
the Daily Dib is on our Vintage Live Shop, and it is posted at noon every single day.
And it sells out really quickly, so definitely go right away. I think it sold out in like 5 minutes today.
Yeah.
So, competition.
Should I raku this?
Yeah, I wonder
That
if
would
the
be
oil
insane.
will. Is that what is that oil?
Yeah, but I think I could cover it. I think it's
Yeah.
fine.
Let's try to raku it.
That would be amazing.
So anything you
raku,
guys
wouldn't
can
it?
find terracotta, get.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this
Can you show the
terracotta,
pot?
this terracotta,
What it's gonna
the-
look like?
guys. This again?
Yeah. And the inside. You did the whole inside and everything. And
Roughly,
then is
but
the
yeah, it's
bottom,
still pretty.
You left the bottom, or you did that too?
I did it a little, yeah. And I'm gonna go super bold tomorrow, even more bold than this. So should be
Pink
really fun.
flares,
Well,
orange
Friday.
flares,
That's what I mean, Friday.
blue
Yeah.
Yes.
flares.
Except, do you want to know what's held me off from doing this whole project? Is literally that stupid price tag.
Just do the lemon trick.
Well, it's not going to matter because that's full of oil. Oh yeah, maybe you could do a little testing on half of that so we could see how it works with if people get junk on it.
If we ever sold you anything, it's not gonna have a freaking tag on it. Hate it.
Yeah. Or just some of the tags are just way worse than
Non-removable
others.
adhesive.
Ooh, I almost got it.
Why?
Like,
I don't know. We're in the
or the ones that have like all the lines in it, so like they're not easy to come off.
Well, Well, they do that as like a deterrent for
So
people
we can
switching.
see
I know, but
all the
still.
way into
Ugh,
out of our
nails.
universe, and we can't get a tag that we can take off of things.
That's better. There's still some chunks left, but anyway, so exciting.
Oh, Peggy's asking if it's for your fairy garden.
You know it.
You know, it's meant to be a candle holder, but you need to turn that into a fairy garden.
And we'll do lots of stuff like that. We even plan to do like little fairy houses with you in the future. Should be super
We can
fun.
even keep adding 2 projects too that we've done,
Definitely.
like raccoon the week before, and then add moss to the next week or whatever. There's gonna be so much fun stuff. It's crazy. So
We're super excited about it, so we hope you guys are excited about it.
Oh,
It's gonna
yeah.
be fun. We're gonna get like we were talking the other day how we're gonna make ourselves have like signature looks for our painting days on Fridays.
Yes.
I don't know what that would be for me.
You said your
I'll
overalls,
just
Carhartt
shave-
Yeah, you
overalls.
want me to have
I'll just shave my head.
Just for Friday.
Yep.
Just for
And
Friday,
after
she'll have a
that-
shaved head. She's gonna get one of those Voldemort
Skull
hats.
caps.
Yeah.
Can you picture me bald?
You can pull it off. It gives you like Nephrodite like
She
type
could
of
pull it
vibes.
off,
You think? Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
for sure.
Well, we'll see. Guess you'll have to see on Friday if I shave my head.
Debbie said heat it up with a heat gun or a hair dryer to get the sticker off.
As long as it's not plastic. And
For
then it
the
all
terracotta
melts.
should be fine.
Oh, the terracotta would be great. Thank you, Debbie. That's a great tip.
Yes, thank you for the tip. So, guys, should we say bye for the day? Even though we never want to say bye, we love to
No,
just
I hate
talk.
I hate that. Remember when the lives used to be like we just couldn't wait to get done to eat, but now we just go in and snack, and so now we
It's
just
so
stay
much
on
smarter
forever.
that way. We can take little turns and take our snacks, so then we don't have to be hangry or tired. So,
If we are running out of the findings pack, we will see about putting more in stock.
Which findings one? The natural brush. We have
Let me
it.
just see.
We have plenty.
yep, we'll put more of those in stock.
We have plenty of the rose,
Yeah,
and we have
Debbie.
plenty.
Debbie
Yeah.
says the findings kit is sold out
Oh.
online.
Debbie, we're gonna put it on. Jean's gonna increase the quantity right this moment. We've got plenty. We'll put it on right now. You can go back and buy it.
Yeah.
Give us 2 minutes.
We will add more of the findings because you're going to want to buy like 10 of them.
And Avanda, we have the mini OAKs. It's like
Did
the
they
same.
sell out? I'm gonna add more of those too, because I make those
If they're
weekly.
gone, then she'll make some more.
I make them weekly through our design sweepings. And remember, everything that I don't know, put 20, 30.
Okay.
But that's going to be, that will run out eventually. But the OAKs, remember, we made almost our entire trunk show out of the OAK. The
Yep.
OAK designer sorts.
Yep.
So they have a phenomenal thing.
Or the vintage rare finds too. We used a lot of those. So
Yes.
also that.
You know, these would be amazing as little
Wait, did you show
glasses.
Yeah, I went through them
Sides.
before
Okay,
you did.
good.
Do you have your glasses? Wouldn't these be the cutest
They
glasses
would be
sides
super
where you like
cute.
have it
Oh
go
my
around
gosh,
the back of your
Maggie,
neck?
you're gonna be the cutest old lady. She's gonna have like glasses things.
I
and, like,
already have all my old lady gear. I've got
A
like a
big
crocheted
bag.
like what do you call it when it goes over your? It's a hat, but it also goes around your neck.
Oh, okay, yeah. Bib or not bib.
Like a ball of
Bonnet.
lava or something.
Bonnet.
I don't know.
No.
Crocheted ski mask, I guess.
Okay, so we just updated the inventory numbers on those, so you should be able to add the findings packs to your cart without any problem.
And the OAK
And the
sorts,
OAK
because there
sorts.
was only one of those, but there are plenty now because I'm gonna sit down and make some more.
Okay.
All right, that's everything.
All right, guys, we're finally leaving, so we're gonna work on our garage for Friday.
Oh, that's why you're wearing your coat, because it's a little chilly in the
Yes,
it's
in the
chilly.
studio. We haven't gotten our Dyson Air heat cooler yet.
Exciting.
I'm excited.
Okay, guys.